The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this Thursday evening in London. Wherever you are in the world, it might be morning, afternoon, God knows. But it's evening here in London. I'm joined with Iggy. We're going to have a few others on. It's Spurs versus West Ham. I'm struggling. I'm ill. Iggy is tired. we got a watch long and a post-match show. Let's see how we go. But Iggy, how you doing, my man? You good?
I'm all right. It's rainy North London. As you probably see by the images of the on the TV with the guys warming up. You're flued up. It's just been a mad one. But here we are. We wanted midweek football, right? We've been doing Sunday or Saturday to Saturday. Now we've got some weekday football or midweek football. So they come none bigger than the London derby, man.
Yeah, it's cold, it's freezing, it's rainy. I know a lot of fans have sold tickets or they've decided not to go because of illness. It's not the kind of weather you want to be playing football, but it's not our problem. The team lineups, Iggy.
Yes.
In fact, before we do the team lineups, let me quickly say hello to everyone who's tuned in from the beginning. Got BT in the house, big up to you. JJ, Antonio, got David in the building, William, Tony Rodriguez, Wayne,
big up everyone,
Holland, and 23 people in the house this early on. Big up to all of you. Respect to each and every one of you. And there's our man Brian Maguire. And Rob as well joins us. Big up, guys. Hope you're well. Yeah, so the team lineups, there is a bit of a change. So Emerson Royale has been dropped and Christian Romero starts. So he's back after suspension. So he's gone for Ben Davies and Romero. He's dropped Kulu out of the midfield and he's brought in Højbjerg. And he's dropped Brian Hill and moved Kulu out to the left-hand side, and Brennan Johnson's on the right. Now, Kulu hasn't started on the left all season. So, Iggy, there's three big changes here. Romero centre-back, Højbjerg starting in the five, not in the five, that's his number, in the number 6 role, and Kulu out left. What do you make of that?
Well, first thoughts, I think Romero was one that we could predict. We could have all predicted that would be happening. The natural centre back takes his place. It was just a case of whether we'd be fitting in for Romero, for Emerson or Davies. But I said it in yesterday's Good Morning video. I said it feels more natural for him to go right centre back. So that meant for me, Davies was going to keep his place there. In midfield, it was again the morning video I did yesterday was pretty much discussing: do we start with Højbjerg and put Kulusevski out on the flanks, or do we keep Brian Hill there and keep Kulusevski where he did so well against Man City? And that was the only reason why I wanted, and I put it up for a debate in the video as to why I wanted Kulusevski to play in the middle, and therefore I would have chosen Brian Hill to play instead of Højbjerg. Nothing to do with Højbjerg per se. I just wanted Bissouma, Lo Celso and Kulusevski all to be playing in the middle. By bringing Højbjerg in, which may be right for a lot of reasons, it's moved Kulusevski out wide, which is what I didn't want, given that he did so well against Man City. I think, though, Kulusevski will go to the right-hand side, and I think Brennan Johnson will play on the left. I don't think where the wingers are at the moment, are located in that graphic, is the correct one. I think it's going to be the other way around. Johnson on the left, Kulu on his natural right. It makes Kulu a little bit more predictable for my liking on that right-hand side, but we'll have to see. I do have to say that second half performance was a lot better, certainly defensively. in the second half, and we look dangerous attacking. So, listen, it may work. I would have just liked to have seen Kulusevski and Lo Celso together in that central part of the camp. I don't know how you feel about it.
I would have kept Kulu in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't think Højbjerg is a player that we should start with. I think he's better coming off as in last 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I get why he's dropped Hill, but at the same time, I get why he doesn't want to start Richie. They're both poor. I get it. I just feel that we've weakened the middle a little bit
To compensate on the wide areas.
Better out wide, yeah. I mean, when you look at the bench, I mean,
yeah, there's not a lot of options, are there? A lot of kids in there as
centre
well.
back, Royale, Skip, Pape Sarr's back.
Yeah.
Pape Sarr's back. That's weird because he said he didn't mention anything about Pape Sarr. He gave the impression that he'd be out. So,
mate, it was the same for Richarlison.
Yeah.
When you saw him come on, they're keeping it quiet. I reckon some of these players are going to get back to the team quicker than or earlier than we probably think. I'm hoping this will be the case for the Madders and Van de Ven.
Postecoglou is being a bit of a sly dog here. Well, the good thing is, I guess Pape Sarr could come on for Højbjerg, and so there's an option to change it there at least. Donnelly, he got a little run out last time. Richarlison, he's back. Brian Hill's on the bench. Veliz. So the bench is a little bit stronger than normal, but nothing amazing. West Ham, they got Kufal, Zuma, Agüero, Emerson. They all start. Fabianski, Alvarez, Souček plays. James Ward-Prowse, big danger from set pieces, massive danger. They got Paqueta, Jared Bowen. You know, they're not bad outfit. They haven't had the best of runs in the league this season, but their last 3 games haven't been bad. On the bench, they've got Mavropanos, he's rubbish. Creswell's not bad. Bonner, 4-0s, they're capable. Obama, Danny Ings, he's finished. Benrahma, Post, you know, they're pretty similar to us, I'd say. They probably have a bit more of an attacking threat, though.
Surprised to see, though, Bowen up front. I thought maybe they could have. Yeah, just surprised. I wonder why they've gone with that and not with having a centre forward. I know
Antonio's injured.
Got injured, but they did have
a
natural centre forward. A natural forward. No, he's not bad. I'm not saying he is. Just surprised that he's playing there. But look, they're good stuff, but been really weird. I watched before we went on. I was just looking at what kind of results they've been having. They've been really up and down sort of team with results-wise, both at home and away. You know, they might go and win away, but then they'll lose at home and vice versa. So it's been like an up and down, at least results-wise. It's been an up and down season for them, or certainly in the last few weeks. But listen, take nothing away, man. At the end of the day, this is known for like a cup final. I think it's gonna be a really exciting game, and I think there's gonna be plenty of goals today.
I hope not, unless they're all for Spurs.
Yeah. I just think it's going to be an attacking game, and I think it's going to be goals. Like, listen, whatever happens today, it has to result with a Spurs win. Obviously, not for the sole reason that we're Spurs fans. It's points that we must put on the board. It's been a while now since we've last won a game, and I think today has to be one of those days. Certainly, we got the next 2 games are at home, both tonight and again the Newcastle on the weekend. We've got to get the points. It has to start tonight. We get the points tonight. That sets us up lovely for the Newcastle game.
I'm not worried about points, Iggy. I'm not worried.
No. You got to win. You want to play well, but you want to win tonight. Tonight has to be. Whatever happens for me, we've got to win. It's not about putting pressure on the team. I'm just saying that we haven't had a win in a little while, and I think it's long overdue. And I can't. Yeah, it's been 4 games now, 5 games. It's been a while since we last felt a win.
Let me explain to you why I'm not bothered. Right after that Chelsea game where he did the high line and just kept attacking, I realised that this season isn't about results. It's not about winning games. Don't get me wrong, he doesn't set them up to lose. He sets them up to win, but that's not the priority. For me, this season is purely about laying down all the foundations for the way we play and the way we're going to go about our business, and testing which players can and can't do it over the season. For me, next season is when I'm going to be critical of results. Don't get me wrong, every Spurs fan wants to win. I want us to win tonight. We should win tonight. But if we don't, as long as we against Aston Villa when we lost, we were gutted because of the way we played more than anything. So if we were to lose tonight, but we played like we did against Villa, I'm okay with that, because I know we'll win more games than not if we do that. Does that make sense?
Listen, yeah, no, I understand. For me, I think Spurs will always play well. I don't. Big up, Donna. I saw her wagwan to both of us earlier on. I listen. Spurs will always play well. Might have periods of the game where we don't, but generally thinking we'll always be forward thinking. We'll always be attacking. I don't have any question, any hesitation in my mind that we'll be doing anything. It will do anything different in this game. I just think though, to facilitate all of that, you can't underestimate the fact of getting results. And I think, and also to add to that, it's West Ham, man. It's a London derby. You don't want them to walk away from our stadium with 3 points. You don't want them to go back to East London with the 3 points in their bag. So there is an element. These are one of them games that are maybe not on par with Arsenal and Chelsea, but I would put them in level of importance amongst that. And these are one of them games that you don't want to lose. So for me, it just adds to it. But I think we've got more than enough about us to go and get a result. I really do.
I think we're going to win 3-1 tonight.
Yeah,
I think we're going to win 3-1.
I think there's goals. There's goals tonight. I think there's going to be goals, and hopefully we'll get one more than them when it comes to it.
We just need to be attacking like we've been the last couple of games. Brian Maguire, we don't know about
New Year, mate.
the
New Year.
return date.
In my head is nothing more than the new year. However, given Richarlison's early return, given Sarr on the bench, we can only hope that it comes back a little bit sooner. It would be nice to have him back sooner. But in my head, Brian, I'm saying the new year. I've got a bit of dinner here, so I'm gonna have some food whilst we talk about football. Guys, it is a Thursday night.
What are you having for dinner?
We have chicken, roast chicken, potatoes, a little bit of bread. Nice. It's nice. It's a very wintry, very warm, very hot. I mean,
I've got.
What's everyone? What are you having for dinner? What are you having for dinner?
Paracetamol.
Paracetamol and jazz tea. Yeah.
I've got a pear.
You got a pear.
Avocado.
I hope they got a pear out there playing tonight.
That's me.
I'm good. So
I'm
yeah,
gonna make
guys,
a sandwich at half time.
I hope you guys don't mind me having a bit of dinner whilst we'll talk about the football. Anyway, guys, what are you guys having for dinner? Firstly, secondly, how you see the game going for you guys, and lastly, before we start the game, score prediction. So everyone in the chat, all 70 of you, after you've smashed the like and subscribe to the channel, hit us with your comments. Let us know your feelings about this game, how you see it going, and what your score prediction is going to be. Let me know, guys. Really, really look. I'm going to be reading all your messages. So we've got JP. JP's at the ground tonight. Hopefully he'll get us a bit of content from there.
William says we're having West Ham for dinner.
West Ham.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's hope the result don't go south though.
Biggie, tuck right in, mate.
Yeah, I am, mate. I am. I'm gonna put it on silent.
Yeah, you eat. Don't worry. Hi, Stoniggy. What do you think of Højbjerg starting? I'll be honest with you. I kind of wanted Cooley to start because I wanted him to play in the middle. I wanted Cooley to play in the middle. So I would have gone with Lo Celso, Bissouma, and Kulu. And I would have probably started Richie or Brian Hill. But he clearly doesn't fancy Richie or Brian Hill. And I don't blame him either. So I think Højbjerg's better for Spurs when he comes on as a sub, like 20, 25 minutes to go, just to solidify the defensive side a bit, or just to give us some fresh legs. But to start with, I don't know. I don't think it works too often. So
All right, Stel, you do your thing. Leave it to me. What I think, guys, is to answer that question. I wanted Kulusevski and Lo Celso to start in the middle. I said it earlier on in case you missed it, or for those of you who joined late. I wanted Kulu and Lo Celso to play in the middle with Bissouma. All right, we did against Man City. I thought that was brilliant. Whatever happened, I definitely did not want Kulusevski to move away from the middle of the pitch. That's why I opted and I said play Hill there. But I think the thinking behind it from Postecoglou is that perhaps it was a different sort of game. Against Man City, they're a technical side. They like to play and they let you play, which is why we probably chose a more technical midfield. I think tonight with Souček and the other boys in there, I do think he probably wanted a bit more physical presence. And we saw that Brian Hill was a bit of a lightweight, good little technical player, was involved in the goal. I have to give him that props, but a little bit lightweight. So perhaps that's where Højbjerg would help Bissouma on a physical battle, because if you got in the middle there for West Ham, you got Souček, you got Ward-Prowse, who's a technical player. Who's the other one? Alvarez. So yes, you can see the difference between these three that play here and the three, and that's probably where Souček and Højbjerg are going to have a little bit of a tussle, and so that's where that's my reasoning and my thinking as to why Postecoglou perhaps chose Højbjerg instead. Oh, and also I go back to saying that the second half performance from Spurs with the Højbjerg gave us a little bit more defensive solidity, because we were so wide open against Man City, but it was Man City and this is West Ham, so the difference between the two teams is there. But we'll see. We can always switch it up in the second half if needed be.
Got a super chat here from Donna Cullen. Mr. Stelios, blue is your color, looking hot. You done know. Big up
Donna's thirsty tonight, man. Donna's fire.
Every night. Sophie, well, I'm Greek from Melbourne. I've got family, Greek. I've got Cypriot family from Geelong, just below Melbourne. They all have a guy called Gary Ablett. Apparently he's a legend over there for Australian football. 3-0 Spurs tonight. 3-1 Spurs tonight. Sonny, Decky and Donnelly. I don't know if Donnelly's going to come on, mate. Tony Rodriguez, we don't have anyone who is good in the air, and that will punish us when it comes to set pieces every game. Yeah, I love Ange, but I'm disappointed with how he has lined up the starting 11. What did you want to see different, Tony? What did you want to see different? I think Kulu in the midfield is what I think a lot of people probably looking at. But the problem is, you start Brian Hill out wide. He's not been great. Richarlison is just... I guess Richarlison's at least he's good in the air, but then we need to get crosses in the box. It's not really how we play. So it's a bit of a difficult one, to be honest with you. Few people in the comments calling out Iggy over Inter Milan being top of the league. Rob Frank had a pot noodle for dinner tonight. Big up. What did you have? Did you have the old Bombay bad boy? The Bombay bad boy. Cello says, big up, guys. Big up to you. Darren's in the house. Tony wants to see Dyer back in the team. I don't think Tony does. Gary Ablett was the greatest Australian. Oh, there you go. All right. I do need to go out to Geelong one day and see the family. They've invited me 1,000 times. It's just, I've just never got around to doing it. Hi, Iggy and Stelios. I believe, are you from LA? Can you do me a favor? If you're actually from LA, could you email hello@tottenhamawa? Because I'm going to be in LA next August. And it'd be good to meet up with the Spurs LA Supporters Club for the football. I'll be out there for the weekend match as well. So if you are from LA, you are brilliant. Do me a favor. Can you email me hello@tottenhamawa.com I'm going to exchange details with you. I'd love to link up with the Spurs LA group. That'd be awesome. Will you be disappointed if we win, Tony? I think he's winding him up. Donna Cullen, Mr. Iggy, Inter for Serie A, Forza Inter, AC in the mud. What you got to say, Iggy?
Let's talk again in May, Donna.
Poor man he can't even eat his chicken and potatoes. Big up Language Angels, how you doing? Ren in the house. Tony Lockett was the greatest AFL player. Ren, are you from Australia or are you from the States? I saw you on in the comments for Sabbath show on yesterday, and I didn't know. I don't know where you're from. It will be a physical game, not for Gil.
I think
Every
Ren's
game's
an
physical.
Aussie. I think Ren's Australia. ALF. What's ALF stand for?
Australian Football League.
Yeah. So maybe Ren's an Aussie.
She
Ren,
might
you're
just be
here you go in Queensland. Look, Queensland.
all right. She might have just been a sports fan, you know. Australian.
No,
Okay, cool.
man. You know what? Australian vibes. I got it straight away. Ren, I got you. Australian vibes.
We got a Rangers fan in the building saying that they thought Ange would be sacked by Christmas and they got it wrong. Big up to you, David. LA Spurs, you'll be heading to the Greyhound Bar for the game. Jared Stewart. Are you from LA as well? Is there if there's an LA community, get in touch with me. I'd love to meet all of you, go out for some drinks, watch the football with you all. I've been to Minneapolis Spurs, I've been to Toronto Spurs and Chicago Spurs, and they were all fantastic. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Right. For those who don't know, and we haven't done this in a little while now still, we've got some new names in the house. I'm seeing a lot of new names. I love to know. It's just one of my biggest fascinations. I like to know where everyone's from. Obviously, the OGs and the people that, I know exactly where they are because I've, follow them. We've spoken about this before when we first, started. But for the newcomers and you guys are on let us know where you're from. Obviously, Ren, we know from your Queensland, Los Angeles and stuff like that. For all the other new guys on here, let us know where you are right now. Where are you? If you're on holiday or you live there, let us know. Wayne, I know you're from Leicester. Big up, Eurocave from Ukraine. Ottawa, Canada, Igor. I'm watching. I'm reading all of them. So I'd love to know where everyone is, man.
I just want to let all the Australian fans watching this channel, we have consistently got behind Ange, right?
We love Ange.
We have not criticized the tactics. We've gone with it and we stick with it. So we get it, man. I'm telling you, we get it. Totally understand what he's trying to do. I love it. Big Ange. He's the man.
We love Ange.
But you're going to see that our board can be a problem, though. So,
no, never.
Well, the Australian fans don't know what
Migs is from Philippines. 4 a.m. still. 4 a.m. watching Spurs. Big up.
My cousin's half Filipino. He lives in Australia now. He lives in Sydney. He met his wife. He's half. So my uncle's Greek. My auntie's Filipino. So he's half Greek, half Filipino. He's met a Colombian, and they live in Sydney. You do the maths.
Brilliant. I love it. I love all of that. I love it.
We're going to kick off in 5 minutes. I don't rate Richarlison or Gilbert. Richarlison is good in the air, so got strength from that needed. Physical West Ham, of course. I think Richarlison will probably come on then. Cool in the middle. Yeah, I thought you might want that. 3-0 to Spurs, says DS. Hello, Ren, or should I say 001 Big Up Vic Club? Always a football fan. Dad played in the 60s. His sister married an English footballer. Oh, who did he marry? Who did they marry, Ren? Big up the stream. Jason Groves in the house. Big up the man from Canada. Ren, I almost moved to Townsville a couple of years ago. I'm a Queensland Cowboys fan in rugby league. Mari, let us know if you're jumping on. Yes, James. Big up. Glad he's down there and not in Glasgow anymore. Leicester. Eurocape is from Ukraine. Big up to you, brother. Ottawa, Canada. We've got a few Canadians that watch the channel, so big up to the Canadian massive. Get down to Toronto Spurs, by the way. It's a great community they got. Essex. You smashed it. Nepal.
Same here, Rob. Essex. Big up the Essex.
Living in Hong Kong. Big up the Hong Kong Massive. Birmingham. Big up the Birmingham crew. I'm over the water. South London. South of the river. Big up South London Massive. Italian in Germany. Big up to the Italians. Big up to the Germans. Oh, Townsville is gorgeous, Murray. Okay, they're having a little chit chat. Alpha Spurs, also from Australia. Big up the Aussies. Scott M's in the house. Levy won't sack Ange until the fans start focusing their anger on ownership. As long as our fans keep giving the club a pass, Levy will keep Ange around, regardless of results. From the Philippines here, 4 a.m. Big up to you, brother. From Tottenham, born and bred. Look at that. Plymouth.
Love it.
Do you know what? I'll never forget it, right? I went to a Plymouth game years ago with my friend because he's a big Plymouth fan, Argyle.
Yeah.
And they proper banter each other, and the fans were singing, "My garden shed is bigger than this, is bigger than my garden shed is bigger than you. It's got a door and 4 windows." They literally, the lower divisions banter is 10 times better than the Premier League.
100%. 100%. I love the lower divisions. Look, one of my favourites outside obviously the elite football is non-league. I love it. Love absolutely all of it. So I try to get down to as many. Big up, Will. I try to get down to as many non-league football games as I can. Now, how we going to do the timings? Because obviously
Iggy,
we watch it.
1 second. Let me quickly give a shout to everyone because they've all answered your question. Where you're from? Let me quickly big them up. So Donna Cullen, India, Christy, Melbourne, big up to you guys. Thousands of Greeks there. There's a big Greek and Italian community in Melbourne. I know that. Sophie's Greek.
Forza Italia.
Never surprised that. Never surprised. Not surprised by that. Big up Sophie and the Greeks in North London. Big up Sterling from Hong Kong. Big up the Hong Kong Massive. Who else we got here? We got Malaysia. Yeah, we know that from Elias. Cape Town, South Africa. Big up to the South Africa Massive. Who else we got? Enfield, Scott M. No, you're not. You liar. Savvy's from India. Big up the Indian Massive. Quite a lot of Indian Spurs fans, you know.
We got community. I love the diversity. I love having people here from all over the world. We've got people.
She married Elton John's cousin. Just name dropping Elton John's cousin. Yeah, just okay.
Just that. We got Will. Big up to everyone at Hong Kong, man. Say something to them in Hong Kong.
Ryan
Big them up.
I don't speak Chinese. Ni hao.
Scotland Massive.
Ni hao ma.
Ni hao ma. I live in San Diego. I've been to San Diego, cool town. Born in Wolves. Grew up in Camden, living in Brixton. Mate, I used to work in a bar in Camden for about 5 years. Opposite the Roundhouse Theatre. Celtic fan, give us Ange back. Hell no. Anyway, other countries. Chile. Shello's from Chile. South America. Big up. It's a nice one. Who else we got here?
We got people from Korea in the house. That's the only one I've been watching to see if we've got Koreans in the house.
안녕하세요.
All right. I believe Spurs were going to go. We kicked off, haven't we?
No, we're about to kick off. I'm literally the ball's in the centre spot, ready to be kicked by Son. And we're off.
And we have kickoff, people. We are live.
Will, how far front and where are we? We don't want to be too far back.
Okay, so I've got a problem here. My stream is rubbish.
Oh, mine's clear crystal, mate.
Will, is there any way you can do a share stream?
I'm working on it.
Oh, top man. All right, Iggy, you're commentating because I can't see anything. Or you can just tell us what's going on.
Better put my dinner aside.
Come on, the Spurs.
So Spurs on the attack with Udoji on the left-hand side. With Son, edge of the box, plays it into Kulu. Kulu! Oh! Not a penalty. Was it offside?
I've missed it all.
Spurs on the front foot straight away. West Ham dispossessed. Udoji attacks. Plays it into Son at the edge of the D. Kulusevski was onside. I don't know why. Was he flagged? But Fabianski was right on his. It took too long to turn. He played him in, and Fabianski just gets enough. Then he knocks the ball onto Kulusevski, and the ball goes out of play. Spurs nearly taking the lead after 1 minute. Goal kick to West Ham. Up in the air goes Souček, who beats Davis to the ball. Højbjerg knocks it back to Guillermo Vicario. Romero with his first touch of the ball on the right-hand side. Into Basuma, knocks it back out to Romero, looking for Højbjerg. Romero still on the ball, waiting for someone to make a move. He plays it back to Vicario with no options in front of him. Vicario knocks it back to Romero.
This isn't working.
Romero's gone back to Vicario, who plays it out on the left-hand side to Davis, who knocks it back to Vicario, and we go again. So yeah, just West Ham are pushing, trying to get rid of all the options for Spurs to play the ball through the middle. So they're playing it between the goalkeepers and the centre backs. Very smart what they're doing, West Ham. They're trying to block the passes going through the middle. They're telling Spurs, if you want to play, you need to go out wide. Here comes Udogie on the ball in centre midfield. Plays out wide to Lo Celso with his first touch of the ball into Son. Son attacks the spaces into Udogie, the furthest man forward. Tries to knock the ball to Kulusevski in the box, but goes out to the corner for Spurs. After 2 minutes and 40 seconds, a first corner of the match for Tottenham Hotspur. Porro, who applauds the crowd, is about to take the corner. Porro is about with the ball in the box. 3 minutes on the table, or 2 minutes on the clock on. Ball in the box. Oh, just missed out by Davies. Cleared by West Ham, who goes into Udogie. Højbjerg in centre midfield. Plays it out wide left to Lo Celso on his left foot. Lo Celso's looking for movement. Plays it out wide to Porro, where he took the corner on the left-hand side. Crossing, Son just misses out on his header, and it falls into the hands of Fabianski. Really good start from Spurs. West Ham on the ropes a little bit here. Davis into Porro. Plays it into Basuma. Basuma into Højbjerg. Højbjerg out wide to Davis with both Udogie and Porro in centre midfield. So trying to create the numerical advantage there. Davis, Basuma has got time and space to play the ball into Porro. Porro knocks it into Basuma. Basuma goes out left to Lo Celso. Lo Celso got overlap running. Yes, he plays it out wide to Brennan Johnson on the left-hand side, who plays it into Højbjerg. Oh, Højbjerg misses the ball completely. Oh, my word. So he's gone to hit the ball with his left foot, and he knocks it out of his own stride with his right foot and falls to the ground. Comical. But here he is again, Højbjerg on the ball. Johnson, Son in the area, plays it out wide to Højbjerg, wide left, plays it across to Basuma, but it was intercepted by Lo Celso. Højbjerg wins the ball back, but it's a foul. I thought it was a really harsh foul. I thought he won the ball fairly there. Well, you guys, was that ball won fairly or what?
I don't know. I haven't been able to watch it. I'm still fiddling.
Don't worry. I got you. Don't worry.
I've almost got it.
That was comical. That was funny. You guys got to watch it. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Watch Højbjerg, who tries to put a cross in with his left foot, but knocks it out with his right foot and falls to the ground, missing the ball completely. Hilarious. Fabianski with the long ball.
I've got a stream now.
I got it.
Plays it into Owen, who's beaten to it by Udogie. 5 minutes gone. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Foul on Udogie, sorely. Yes, Souček foul on Udogie. Good start from Udogie. Very, very defensively there. Also very present in our attacks. I love the fact that we've got really attacking fullbacks who are very much invited to attack at every opportunity. Love it. Love to see it.
All right, let's try this.
Romero plays it into Højbjerg.
Just go to the private chat, still. The link.
Yeah, no, I've got it.
1-2 with Kulusevski. He plays it out. Great right foot cross out wide to Brennan Johnson, who's one-on-one with their fullback, plays it into Doji. Doji supports attack into Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson tries to strike. No, he doesn't. Tries to play a short one into Lo Celso. He couldn't get the ball through. Goes back to Davis. Davis, if I'm going too fast, guys, let me know. Do I need to go back? Let me know. Lo Celso. Brennan Johnson. 6 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock.
Big up the Germans. Benjamin Foster. Benjamin Foster was a guest. Do you remember Benjamin Foster?
Poro beats his man.
He was a guest on our channel in the first 6 months we started. I remember you, Benjamin. Big up. I remember you. You're from the Spurs. There's a Spurs supporters group over there. I remember him.
Where you been, Ben? Where you been? Bissouma.
I remember Ben.
Davis. Lo Celso. We absolutely bossing that central midfield. West Ham players all pinned back with everybody just outside their box. Really hard to find a knee thread, like a really cute pass into those gaps. Loads of bodies in there. But here we are. Son in the box, plays into Lo Celso. Lo Celso edge of the box, plays it out wide to Kulusevski with 4 players around him. Really, we got 10 men behind the ball. For West Ham, that is. So we've got Kulusevski. Takes on the man. 1-2. Lo Celso's there. Poro's there to support him. West Ham with the ball back. Foul on Paqueta. Wayne, I sent you WhatsApp still. Check your WhatsApp.
It's all right. We'll sort it out.
Cool. As long as my internet holds good. Every time I do a watch along, dude, like the only time it only happens when I do a watch. It's got to be something with screen share on Windows 11.
90% possession of the ball to Tottenham Hotspur.
What minute are you on, Iggs?
Coming up to 8 minutes, bang on. 8 minutes now.
We're about 30 seconds behind you.
Shall I pause it? Shall I pause it?
Yes,
Maybe I should.
Pause it.
All right, let me pause it 1 second. So I'm going to pause it on 8 minutes and 15 now. Tell me you guys are on 8 minutes 15.
50, 51, 52. Eight minutes. 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There we go. Okay. Romero on the ball. Plays it into Højbjerg. Højbjerg. Centre midfield. Plays it out wide on the left to Udogie. Udogie locks out to Brennan Johnson. Brennan on the left-hand side. Go on, Brennan. Take him on. Go on, Brennan. Take him on. Plays it back to Udogie. Udogie. Loads of bodies behind the ball. Very hard to Spurs to find the final pass. It's going to take something special to try and beat this. A wall of 10 players out wide. Brennan Johnson. Brennan on the ball. Looks like his man on. Plays it back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg. Lo Celso's showing the ball. Lo Celso playing a little bit skill. Lovely. Plays it 1-2 to Højbjerg. Gets out of that little box. Brennan on the left hand side. That's Son, big one. That's a handball. Surely no.
We've got no one that is a handball. We've got. Why is he not giving it? We've got no one in the middle, in like the penalty box. There's no player in the middle.
That is such a blatant handball as well. Udogie into Son. Son. Højbjerg. I don't know. Bissouma. Romero very high up, as is Davis. Davis, play into Son.
We've got a super chat here from Donna Cullen who says, Mr. William giving Black Beauty vibes today.
I don't know what that means, but
neither do I.
Black Beauty, the horse.
Yeah, but what do I look like, a stallion or something?
I think you got there in the end.
I'm not Italian, so
you don't have to be Italian.
Although I do have the Rocky 4 coat and hat on the way. It's been shipped, Iggs.
I can't believe you bought it. I cannot believe you bought the jacket. You bought the jacket and the flat cap that he wears in Rocky 4. Ball in the box, intercepted by Ward-Prowse, and another corner to Spurs. 10 minutes and 15 seconds gone. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. I'd love to hear the noise of the crowd if I could. That's the second corner for Spurs. Pedro, Porro. Let's have a good ball. I would love to see us score a goal from a corner. We don't do enough from set pieces. A ball in the
Oh,
box. Romero's up. Oh, you see 1-0.
How's that for rash?
Oh, Romero.
Mother truckers. How's that for
I
rash,
said,
mother truckers?
I said I'd love to see a goal from a corner. Tottenham 1, West Ham 0. Christian Romero on his return from suspension strikes from the corner.
Ooh,
I can't believe it. It was just
how's that for
said,
rash,
I'd
mother
love to see a
truckers?
corner being scored.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Romero is better than Saliba.
Way better. How many goals has Romero scored this season? 3? That's his 3rd goal this season.
Boy,
I'm
that's
telling you,
It's a
I'm
really
getting
weird one because it
Ramos
was
vibes.
looping. I don't know if
Nah,
I don't know. Did Fabianski think he was going over? Did Fabianski think he was going over? And it kind of
Look at his
He
his
put it in the
aerial
one place.
ability. Look
He
at his
put the ball
ability in the
place the
air.
goalie couldn't get to. It's the only place. And unless the goalie started moving straight away, he couldn't get there. Romero put it in
Yeah,
the
he
only.
directed it perfectly.
He couldn't get there.
And putting it in that corner was opposite of his body position too. He had to do that intentionally.
Come on, the Spurs. Spurs winning the ball, high press. We lost it though. See, this is what Iggy, this is what I was trying to say to you before the game. I don't care about the result. As long as we play like this every week, once he builds the squad, then I'll care about the result. Then I'll be worried about results. Oh
Great
my
save
God,
by
West Ham
Vaccaro,
really
but he's
scored.
offside. Good discipline from the line there.
Why is Udogie so in and not out?
Ben Davies almost screwed us there, by the way. You notice how
but
Ben Davies was the only one that was out of position?
Yeah, but Udogie was far too central, Will. He should have been further out marking the man.
No, he was offside. He was offside trap.
I don't think Udogie was playing an offside trap. I think he was just too tucked in.
No, but I mean, Udogie was perfectly in line with the rest of the back line. Like Romero had them marshaled off Udogie, right? Ben Davies
Yeah, but I'm
is the
just
one that
saying
almost screwed us there.
the guy had too much space out wide to get the cross in, though.
Yeah, but cross doesn't matter if the guy is offside.
Yeah, but you don't want to risk that. Like, you don't want to give. I love this playing out from the back. I know everyone shits themselves. I love it. Oh, here we go. Basuma spreads out wide. Brendan Johnson. Who's that? No, Udogie. Romero with the goal. Wouldn't you believe it? Just to shut everyone up. Wouldn't you believe it? Unbelievable.
I'm gonna make a. Is there an Argentinian superhero? People in the comments know. If you know of like an Argentinian superhero, let me know, and I'll make a picture like this, but it'll be Romero holding the baby Saliba.
You know what I loved about that Romero goal afterwards, his celebration, he's looked at the crowd with his hands together, like to say, apologies, for getting sent off. Brendan Johnson strikes, blocked by the defender.
Oh,
incredible.
The
so
defender
close.
wasn't even looking. That was just a poor shot from
that,
Brendan Johnson.
What is
The defender
that?
wasn't even looking.
LA 007. We are in the 14th minute.
14, 26, 27, 28.
14, 20. We kind of, I was a bit ahead and I had to slow it down so we all kind of sync together so we could all be speaking and seeing things at exactly the same time. We're in different parts of the world.
Please, God, let's beat West Ham. I think we will.
We are beating West Ham.
What's happened to his boot?
Right now, we're level on points with Man City. Hold that, haters.
We're getting a repeat of the goal and replay. Oh, such a good header. Out jumps two players. He's sandwiching between two players and out jumps them both.
Look, and people say he's bad in the air.
Oh, wow. So good to score from a corner. I was just saying, I hadn't seen one for such a long time. I would love to see one, and my wish
Has Saliba scored any goals this season in the Premier League?
1, I think.
Porro strikes, deflected, and it falls into the hands of Fabianski. It's all Spurs right now. Really is all Spurs in the first 15 minutes of this game.
It
We
always is,
started
though.
really well. The last two, even at Aston Villa, we started where the difference is. We took the lead as well. So plenty to do.
West Ham
We
kicks
need
it
to.
long. Spurs win it back. Romero's on the ball. Halfway line. Forward to Højbjerg, to Basuma. Nice 1-touch, 2-touch triangles. Up the line. Where do we go here, Spurs? Where do we go? Still trying to play it tight. Nice football, though.
Bossing it,
Switch to
man.
play.
Absolute bossing it. Play it,
Oh,
play
good.
it. Son, oh my days. Right in the
Good
arms
try.
of Fabianski.
Good try.
But we're silky football, man. We just need to now make them count. That's my only concern, man.
Will, you've got a question or a comment to deal with.
Less of that. Come on.
No,
Elias.
he's not.
Elias, do you want to get timed out?
Why?
Just time him out. Big Ange, man. This guy doesn't wear woolly hat or nothing.
It's because he's Big Ange. Huh?
Yeah. He's got a lot of body heat, I guess.
He's the alpha male.
He's wearing gloves. He's got gloves on. Winless in the last 4 matches. Good block there by Højbjerg.
Go on, Kulu. Into
Oh,
Son.
Kulu. Nice.
Son on the counter. No.
Oh, switch it, switch it.
Oh, that's a
it's
bad
like
switch.
Behind him.
Bad switch
Yeah.
from Son there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I felt like Son rushed it.
See, people don't think I criticize Son.
Criticize him, Quill. Criticize him. Go to town.
That was a bad switch there. You should have played Lo Celso in over the top.
Yeah, it was
instead
a
of
more
Johnson.
direct pass. I think he wanted to play it wide to get more players supporting the attack, perhaps.
I think he wanted to get himself in it. I think that was a little bit of a selfish move there. If you play Johnson, then he can make that run, right? If he plays Lo Celso.
Kulu looking for Son. I don't
It
think
was a good
Son read
idea.
that.
There was just nobody there.
Yeah.
You know what? We need to get a second goal whilst we've got
Yeah,
this
100%.
dominance.
100%.
Whilst we've got this dominance. Nice football from
Elias,
Spurs, man.
Eric
Honestly,
Dyer's
we're
played like
playing
1
good.
game or 2 games this whole season, bro. It's not enough sample size for you to tell
This
me
is
that.
where West Ham are dangerous to counter-attack because we have so many players up. But they've slowed it down.
Elias, if you see the way Spurs are playing right now, where do you see Dyer fitting in all this? Honestly,
Oh, good run by this guy, isn't that? Number 14. Good play.
It's a good player.
Ooh,
It is a good
corner
player.
kick to West Ham.
Corner kick, yep. God, it's absolutely hammering it down.
Looks like Emerson Royale's brother. He's got the same face.
No, is in that what is that number 14's name? Who? Kudus.
Turkey Royale.
Kudus. Is that? Oh, that's the player that's been. Yeah.
Cameraman needs to learn how to wipe the lens on the camera.
My word, a corner kick to West Ham.
James Ward-Prowse. He's got the bad boy deliveries.
Oh my word! That looked
Very
like
good
that's a foul
delivery.
on the
And
Good
keeper.
save.
Good
Can't foul
goalkeeping. There was a foul on him, but he did really well. He was really under pressure there. He was really under pressure, but it looked like there was a foul on him.
Yeah, he didn't even get the ball. He didn't even get the ball.
But you know what? Why is
You
the
got a hand
goalkeeper
to
not
it,
being
and that's
protected?
obstruction. So
Yeah,
It was a free kick. That's why I never got it. Pushed him.
Son is in. I got nicked. But yeah, why? I think we got to look out for them.
From Kulu,
yeah,
you know?
it is a really poor pass from Kulu.
Put more weight on that.
Just one thing on that corner, I do think they're going to try and do that more and more, where they put 2 players up against the goalkeeper. We need one of our players to really protect him and stand in between them to not
We
allow.
need to not give away corners, Iggy.
Well, that's going to be hard in the game, man.
Don't give away corners. Don't give away set pieces. That's our
I don't like
vulnerability.
when they surround the goalkeeper trying to put him under pressure. That we need to, as a unit, we need to do a bit more to keep him away from the goalkeeper, giving him free rein to come and collect if possible. So Romero into Lo Celso. Son, edge of the box.
Oh, nice ball.
Plays one to Brennan Johnson. Plays it back to Lo Celso. Strikes! Wide of the goal. 20 minutes, 15 seconds gone.
You
Tottenham
see that?
1-0.
15-meter driven pass into feet by Romero. No other centre back other than Van der Ven can do that. This is the problem when we have Ben Davies and Chicken Royale. When they push up high, they cannot make that pass. They can't play Ange ball. This is what I've been saying. We all know it. They can't play Ange ball.
Spurs on the attack again. Lo Celso, Kulusevski on the right hand side with Emerson trying to close him, trying to get a foul. No, Bissouma
Look
knocks
how
it
many
out wide
players
to Lo
West Ham have
Celso.
got back though. They've got their whole
Unbelievable.
squad back.
The whole squad, and the bench is all on the pitch. That looked like a foul on Kulu. No, Udoji.
We need to when we attack, we need to move forward quicker to not allow the defense to get back. We're letting them get back because we don't move the ball quick enough forward.
Here we are, Højbjerg.
Oh, well played. Come
Someone
on, Højbjerg, what are you
please
doing?
strike the ball from the edge of the box. I want to see someone to take just take a strike, man.
Spurs just picking the ball around the box.
Lo Celso
and
blocks.
trying to find away. Son's got a half chance. No, blocked by Bissouma. Tries to lay it off. Spurs still got the ball. Listen, we're keeping possession really well.
Look, West Ham's got nothing on this. This is the best football that I've seen us play. We're literally playing rondos outside their 18-yard box, man. Like it's.
Do you know what? Will, it's not that much different from the Aston Villa home game.
This is more dominant than the Aston Villa game. Like we were dominating Aston Villa, but this is a different level of domination.
Kulu.
And this is what Romero just adding. This is what I was saying on the Spurs Unleashed, right? You start sprinkling that quality back into the side and look at the difference. Just look at the difference that the confidence of having Romero in the game does.
It's true.
Oh, Davis is really aggressive up high, and then does force a foul. But look how high he was to begin with. Wow. Listen,
we will surely come back.
Good players will always make a difference.
Who are you talking about? West Ham? Good luck.
West Ham or are you Spurs?
No, he's West Ham.
Who's that? Opoku.
Yeah,
that's a good ball across my box. That was a dangerous pass by West Ham.
Good recovery from Romero, though.
I think Opoku, you're a West Ham fan, right? I think Opoku's a West Ham fan.
He's got to be.
Big up Opoku for coming on
the Facebook page.
23 minutes gone. Tottenham 1, West Ham 0.
We need another goal.
Come on, boys. Let's get the second.
Romero to Vicario and Spurs will begin to play it up and about. West Ham not even pressing us. They're letting us have it there.
They're trying to cut out the ball through the middle there, but you're right. No, not now. They're not pressing at all. Bissouma can do what he wants on that ball now.
They've got
under no pressure.
Bissouma, come on, man.
They've got like a mid-level block. They've got like a mid-level block, West Ham.
Screw
They're happy for us to get it to the midfield, and then they're trying to squeeze us out there. And if we do get to the edge of the box, because we don't pass it quick enough forward, they get everyone in the box, and then we're struggling to find the gap. But West Ham have got the ball up the field. They're on the attack, throwing to West Ham.
Good track from Doji there.
Kudus on the ball of the box. Oh, Romero clears out to Alvarez, but Kulusevski beats him with strength. Holds the ball, keeps it to Lo Celso, onto Bissouma. Romero, Udoji. He loses the ball. There's no foul.
Man on. Why aren't you passing the ball, you idiot? I don't understand why we don't pass the ball in that situation. Bissouma did the same against Man City. He didn't pass the ball, and then we ended up losing it. In fact, was that a foul?
I thought it was a foul, man.
Fouled him?
I thought it was a foul.
The replay looks like he got the leg, not the ball.
Look at that ball from Romero. Look at that ball from Romero deep there. Højbjerg completely fuddled that touch, though.
We've been losing them the last couple of. We've been losing them balls there.
Just look how calm Romero is when he gets the ball. There's no panic at all.
Yeah, he's always like
Brennan Johnson's in. Plays it to Kulu. Kulu, knock it into Son, surely. No, man.
That was a horrible pass again. Lo Celso was there. If he just gets that ball through, more pace.
We need Lo Celso in the middle. We need Lo Celso back in the middle. Oh, well done,
Or you
Adogi.
mean Kulu back in the middle?
Yeah. Kulu back in the middle.
100%. Strike it, Polo. Oh,
Well done by Adogi there to win it strike. Yeah. Worth a try. It's that final ball with us at the moment. It's some switch to play once badly. Kulu, that pass there wasn't good enough. In fact, there was one just before them where the weight of the pass wasn't good enough.
Yeah, the one to Son, and then that one right there to Lo Celso.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is put it with pace there, and it clears, and he gets right to Lo Celso, and he's got a shot, 16 yards from goal?
Yeah. Do you know what? Because it's raining and the grass is wet, you've got to put a bit more on the ball because it slows down in the grass. Just put an extra little bit of punch on it and just let it zip on the grass.
It's just too much there from Poro.
It's too much. He heard me, but
it was a good idea, though, but he had to do it quick, though. I don't know if he had really time to put a...
That's a handball. That's a blatant handball. Is he going to get booked for that? Kulu got away with one there. I'm surprised Kulu never got a yellow card there, actually. West Ham won the counter-attack until he did that handball.
Similar to the one West Ham did, too, and they didn't even get a foul, so...
Yeah, maybe he's balanced it out.
come on, let's
Well done, Adogi. Adogi's winning his
play
challenges.
play across. Oh, my days, man.
All you got to do is put it on Son's head there, and he can direct it to far post. What? Better quality in the final third, guys. Come on. Look at where Son is. All he has to do is be at Son, and it's on target.
It's not even near Son.
He's 5 yards ahead of him.
Come on, man. Don't do this. Don't do this, Spurs.
I knew would just being a bit more clinical in that final third, man. I just want to see us. You know, when you're on top, you want to pump the teams when you're on top. Don't want to leave any scraps.
We've got 115 people watching. Smash the like, subscribe, notification bell. Tell us what you think of the game so far. West Ham,
brilliant tackle.
Doji
smashed him.
It's a corner kick, though.
Yeah, but he's having a
He's
lie
taking out the player.
No,
absolutely taking out the player.
Go kick.
Oh, no, it's not. Go kick. What did I say 2 minutes ago? Dogi's winning all his challenges. He's having a strong night tonight. About time. Will, are you sure Poro's tackling stats are better than Adogi, man? Like, I'm watching the game and all I'm seeing is Adogi.
Brennan's back in. He's in again.
100%.
Oh, come on, man.
That is a terrible pass.
I know he's offside now.
That is
just
so
take a second.
poor. That is poor.
Just take a second. That's all you want. Just take a second more. He had the time. So rushed. I don't get why we're so rushed.
Ay.
To recap, guys, first sort of half hour now, Spurs was just completely and utter domination. And we're on attack again. Højbjerg plays it into Kulusevski.
Got the numbers.
Put it in there. We have got the numbers. Kulu, man. Nah, man. Too long.
Too slow. It's gone.
And that's why I don't want Kulu to play on the wing anymore, man.
I don't know why the pass went to Kulu. It should have gone middle. I don't know why they passed to Kulu then. There was no need.
Lasasa plays it into the box, into Johnson. No,
Everton 0-0 with West Ham at half time. That's good for us.
With who?
Everton Newcastle's 0-0 at half time.
Okay. We said
Newcastle are challengers for us, isn't it? For top four.
Ward-Prowse knocks it out wide left to Paqueta, who gets intercepted by Romero. Brilliant. Slowed it down. Nice. Our turn to defend. West Ham on the attack. Plays it out wide to Ward-Prowse. Back across to Souček. Souček knocks it into the middle of the park to Alvarez.
Here's
bit of possession
stats so far.
Yeah, you
Spurs
need to zoom that,
possession,
man.
7 shots, 2 on target.
Kudus is in. Misses a chance completely, but he's offside. We got to know what. Ooh, what? It was nowhere near the goal. What are you talking about? Ooh. The
80%
Liverpool fan
possession,
cheering for West Ham over here. How
7
close
total
you want to get to
shots,
me?
2 on
I'll
target,
follow
2
you
off
all the way up to
target, 3
upstairs.
blocked, 94% passing accuracy, no clear-cut chances, 2 corners. We're dominating this game. Dominating this game. Why has he done that?
Come on, Spurs. Just over 30 minutes gone. Spurs 1, West Ham 0. We really have bossed this first half hour. I mean, really bossed it. But
Iggy, tell him we've just dropped 11 points and we're only 4 points back of Liverpool. Tell him to hold that.
don't worry. He keeps going on. I got a good left foot. I'll send him upstairs right from here, all the way up.
Juan Guanamero.
Really, Davis was really aggressive on Kudus there. Won the ball back brilliantly. You know what? He's definitely trying to play. Oh, no, straight ball. That's not going to make it to Son. Emerson.
West Ham, other than that chance in the corner, have done nothing in 30 minutes. You know
Mate,
that?
they've been bossed. Like, honestly, I can't say it enough, but they've been bossed for the first half hour. Possession wise, we've been battering them, but we must improve on finishing the chances away. We haven't had to, in a sense, so it's not like we've had real chances where
You've had no clear-cut chance.
Yeah,
We've had no clear-cut chances.
just that final pass has let us down. We haven't got to that point because that final ball's been poor from the wide areas, mainly Kulu and Brennan Johnson. So I feel like that's what's letting us down. Maybe we can try. Paqueta looks like he's picked up an injury, but we can try maybe swapping Kulu and Brennan Johnson over because both of them. I think Paqueta's got an injury, a muscle injury. He might have to come off. Because what we got with Kulu and Brennan Johnson in the wide areas, they're both inverted wingers, so they're always looking to cut in. And in this case here, in this match here, where we've got so many players defending for West Ham, we probably need to go on the outside. So maybe have a right-footed player on the right wing and a left-footed player on the left. Maybe we should try and maybe look into swapping.
I think we just need to move the ball quicker. We're too slow when we go forward.
Yeah, but when the ball goes out wide still, that left-footed player from the left can put it in first time. But as it currently stands, the way we're set up, they take the touch and then they come in.
Brennan Johnson had no problem doing it against Man City to set up Kulu. I just think they're just playing shit tonight with their crosses. I think they're just playing. They just need to get it together. There's no excuse. How much cream are they putting on this guy's legs? It's like a porno. I'll answer this question. Stel, you didn't go for the game tonight. Yeah, I went to the game. To answer your question, I went to the game. Come on, you Spurs.
Well, he had the ticket to go. He just wasn't.
That's why I call him Captain Obvious.
Captain Obvious.
Literally, that's what his contact is saved in my phone. Is Captain Obvious.
I am a comeback when you bottle it. You're the same person that said we're going to get battered at Man City.
Yeah,
so.
Rams is an Arsenal.
No!
Oh, we're in. The Celso with the shot goal. The goalie saves it.
There you go, Rams. There you go, Rams. There you go, Rams.
Because it's not a goal. For many reasons, it's not a goal.
Is that Arteta?
It's too funny. What time is it for you guys? It's 35 minutes. Just gone 35 minutes. 4 points, but you guys got to replay that Tottenham v Liverpool game, right? If you say so.
Yeah.
If you say so.
Oh yeah.
Guys, you should put a game clock, mate.
It's a pain, dude. Like my computer just won't handle it for some reason. And I can't
We'll
get
find
a
a way
clock that
next
actually
season.
works right.
Still have
Oh,
tea
it's
with honey. Don't just drink tea. I don't.
I might be able
I
to
have
do.
You know what we
mint.
got to do?
I have
We
mint
got to
tea.
put that. We got to put like a little clock, like
I
literally a
have mint
manual
tea.
clock, like here.
Skull problem is happening again. Can't get away with
Yeah, I
just
might be
going
able to
on.
find a digital one.
You're
A
right,
digital
Tony.
clock on the screen, like
Where's the
I don't know,
notes
on the
found?
corner somewhere where it's visible. Maybe that's
Paqueta
about it
literally
now.
got creamed. Paqueta got creamed.
I don't know what's that even gonna do.
No, I meant why
Oh,
you didn't go to the
why
game
you didn't
tonight.
go to the game tonight? Why didn't you go to the game?
The same reason when you messaged me saying get well soon.
There you go. He wasn't well.
They can't afford a clock. The digital clocks cost money.
I mean,
No,
they're
they give
not
them away
free.
for free normally.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
Another Captain Obvious here. Do they cost money? No, they give them away for free.
Oh, listen, like this stuff here, all the technology is built into the software, right? I don't know. Here we go. Ball goes out wide. We've got a chance here. Kulusevski. What's he going to do? He's going to cut in or out. He goes in. He didn't. And he chips it to the defender of West Ham, and they find a way up. We've won it high up the pitch. The Celso edge of the box. Lays it in. Son. Half chance. Gets the shot away, but no, it's Brendan Johnson, sorry. Half chance straight into the hands of the goalie. That was Harry Kane. That's probably a goal, you know. That's Harry Kane's bread and butter right there. In fact, that is a Harry Kane bread and butter goal right there. At least he got in the right place and we created the chance, I guess. If we're going to be positive about it. I'm nervous. Pour yourself a whiskey, maybe a vodka, glass of red wine. Free, just download one. Is Will frozen or is he
I think he's frozen.
frozen? You never know with Will. He could be up to some tricks. In fact, something's happened to his internet because the game's
Nah, I
frozen
think he
as
was
well.
trying to sort out
Oh,
something
that's
with the clock.
I told you. Whenever I put that stupid clock up there.
Forget the clock. We don't need it.
We are coming up to 38 minutes, guys. 38 minutes.
We're the most unique channel on the internet.
Every
'cause we don't
every
do
5
clocks.
minutes. Every 5 minutes. I'll tell you what we'll do. Every 5 minutes, we'll tell you what minute we're on.
Yeah, we don't need clocks. We don't need clocks.
Here we go again. Udoji on the left-hand side.
Dogie.
Plays it back.
Play the ball, man. Play the ball. Spurs have just got off, not the boil, but we've been a little bit comfortable in this game.
Do you know what? I think we could have played comfortably with Lo Celso and Kulusevski in the middle with Bissouma.
Picking the ball out
I
wide
don't
again.
I don't see what having that extra.
He may make that move.
Edge of the box. Højbjerg, son. Højbjerg. That's a penalty.
No.
Was Højbjerg ball down? Was he what's it called? Obstructed?
No.
Or did he go down too easily? Oh, we've won it back again. The amount of times we've turned over the ball is unbelievable.
Corner ball.
Through ball. Just short. It's gone off their player, surely. Corner kick Spurs.
Nah. It looked like it was obstructed, actually.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. It's not an obstruction. Højbjerg made a meal of it.
Let's have another one from the corner, boys.
Corner kick for Spurs. What's going to happen? Roll up, take your bets.
Come on. No.
And it comes, and it's cleared by West Ham edge of the box. It's won back by Spurs, back up to
Put it in there. Put it in the boost.
wide area. Basuma gets it
Lo
edge of the
Celso,
box.
strike it,
Squares
man.
it nice. Who's that? Romero lays it off. Lo Celso chips
Bang
it
it!
back post.
Bang it! Bang it! Oh, Bissouma!
Shoots over the bar. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord, man.
Can't believe I said bang it, bruv. Oh, blood. Did I say blood? Wow.
Goalie came out with a solid punch. Kulu smashed it in, deflected, edge of the box.
It's not that West Ham look dead. It's just Tottenham are that good.
Basuma with a brilliant L-shaped turn on the edge of the box, but then he smashes it over the bar. Like, hit the target, bro. Hit the target, Basuma.
TJ's not having it. West Ham are dead.
TJ's just upset because Romero's proven he's better than Saliba. That's all it is. The Celso, what's he going to do?
Will shut that baby up.
Basuma's on the ball. Kulusevski's
slapped it.
on the ball. Passed it back to Basuma. Basuma to Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Ben Davies. Davies, Basuma, just triangle passing at the moment, trying to find that killer pass to Celso. Spurs just keeping possession. West Ham have got the entire squad, the team bus, their wives, their kids, all in the penalty box. Congested.
Yeah, David, I don't know where that come from. It's not over.
How is that a free kick? Free kick to West Ham.
It's just that final bit, guys. Just that final bit.
Other than Gio and Kulu, and probably Bentancur actually. Bentancur's pretty good, but he's injured. But Højbjerg, Papasar, and Basuma, they're not good in terms of striking the ball, testing the keeper. Bentancur's good. We've seen it. Lo Celso's good. He's got a really good strike on him. Papasar is probably the worst in the midfield. Out of all the midfielders, Papasar is probably the worst one we've got. Skip can strike the ball.
I think that's maybe something that we should look for next year, you know. Someone who can bang it in from 25, 30 yards. Someone who doesn't need a second invitation to take a strike on goal. That's one player that with those characteristics. I know we got Madders, but oh my days, man.
From the man, crosses it, cleared. West Ham try to play it out. They go down the wing. What they're going to do? They pass the middle. They've lost possession. Referee's going to give a free kick. It was a foul. You pushed him, Adogi. You pushed him. You pushed him, bro. Wagwan, Mr. Theo. This is some of the best football we've played yet. Will Shootin did send about 10, 15 minutes ago. You've got to just go with the moment, Iggy. You can take the boy out of Tottenham, but not Tottenham out of the boy, Iggy.
I grew up there, man. I grew up there.
Brendan Johnson's delivery from out wide have been utter dog shit, says Joe Phillips. Want to see Veliz get a run in the second half, missing an aerial presence. Well, we're actually missing some good crosses.
We need the crosses first because the crosses are not coming in.
Do we know who Dollar Cullen is? No idea.
My God.
Like,
Davis
who is behind that account? No idea.
My God. Davis got bodied there. Won the ball, crossed to the back stick, and Paqueta all by himself. Free header.
West Ham have just missed a sitter. That's an absolute sitter.
Look at this. Davis.
I don't know. I think Vicario has it covered. Watch Vicario's positioning here. Even if he gets that on target, I think Vicario stops it.
But he should do a lot better with that header. Yeah. That's a poor header, man. That is a really poor header by Paqueta.
If Vicario was there, I don't think it would have got by.
That was a piss poor effort. And Porro completely again lost his man at the back post. Porro does that a lot when those deep crosses come in. Adogi, what's he going to do?
Guys, we're coming up to 45 minutes. If you're Postecoglou at half time, what would your team talk be?
Do better.
Who's on the ball? Lo Celso.
Short and sweet, I will.
Højbjerg to Kulu, edge of the box, Basuma, back to Kulu. Spurs just knocking it around edge of the box, but with no effect. Another rubbish cross, this time from Højbjerg.
Mate, we're pissing about. We're pissing about at the edge in the area. That? It's too much pissing about. We're overplaying that, man. Just a bit more slick, less touches. Bish bash bosh. Let's get it in.
Bish bash bosh.
No messing about, man. Here we go. Come on, quicker. Hurry up, quicker. That's a poor finish, man. Come on, Johnson. Come on, Johnson, man.
Oh my God, he
Come on,
scuffed it.
Johnson. I think that's one area we need to look at second half. The wide areas. We've got to look at that. I'll be looking to make not changes perhaps for personnel, but changes in the way that we're in the wide areas. Oh my
Well
God.
done, Adogi. We've won it. Lo Celso, what's he going to do? Square. Oh! How did that not? How did we not pull that off?
I don't know.
Lo Celso, has he ever hit it?
Well, he's apologised to him.
I think Kulu just missed it.
Lo Celso apologised. So he obviously felt that he overplayed it.
I don't think he did. I think Kulu stopped his run.
Yeah, Kulu just didn't attack the ball. You got to attack space in that situation.
Do we need a focal point up front in games like this? We need players who are going to finish better other than Son, and we need players who can actually put in a decent delivery at the moment. It's one of those games, man.
It's not the presence. It's not the presence in the middle of the box. It's the quality from the wide players that's the problem. Nobody's found Son's feet once. All you gotta do right there, and that see how Son's blocking that. He's got that half yard of space.
Oh my God, we've hit the bar.
Crossbar!
There's a block.
We hit the crossbar.
Yeah, the block. Kurt Zuma. So the ball's gone out wide. Lo Celso plays out on the left hand side into the box. Kurt Zuma slides in, goes to block the ball, but in doing so, managed to hit the woodwork.
The one time someone puts in a good cross, that's what happens.
But it's the ball, that final ball that's letting us down.
But that was a good ball.
Yeah, it was a dangerous ball. I think it's the quality of the final ball from the wide areas has been
headed up and over
half time, guys.
Romero.
Yeah. So it's just that final ball when we're getting in behind. That final ball to knock it. To be honest, Son's not really had much to go. But they are playing an extremely low block. When we play oppositions, opposition that come to White Lane, they play a low block. Son is stifled there because he's surrounded by maybe 3, 4, or 5 players. So it's important that it's not just Son that's in the box. It's important that we get late runners going in. So then the wide player can see Son, but can also see players tucking behind that coming in late who are far harder to pick up.
But Son's getting good positioning. Like he's got his body position and he's got guys blocked off behind him. They just need to find his feet. But they need to find his feet. Just play that pass. Son wants the ball in that half yard of space, right? Like, but just play it.
That's what's let us down. So I don't know if it's, I'm not. People saying we should have a more physical presence. Maybe does that mean Son to go out wide? Then maybe if Son can put better balls in there, then for sure.
Yeah, but who's going to finish them in there?
But I just think we need a bit more better quality on the wide area. I don't know, get Brian Hill on. I don't know if Brian Hill is the answer. Maybe
bring Charleston in.
Is that final ball going to be better in there?
We don't need Højbjerg.
I don't think we need two players sitting in. We don't. I agree with you. Bring Kulu and Lo Celso in the middle of the park, and put Brennan Johnson on the right hand side, and then put whoever you want on the left. At least have one player.
I would sub Charleston for Højbjerg in about the 60th minute and bring Kulu back into midfield. That's what I would do.
It's also not easy with
Johnson on the right.
West Ham, listen, at half time, if you're West Ham, what were you going to say? We've played rubbish, but you know what? It's 1-0 and we can't do any worse than what we just did. That could be the team talk for West Ham. And you'd have to believe that. You say, look, we can't be any worse. We can't play any worse. But it's only 1-0. We're in the game. Tottenham, you're going to say, look, guys, we're doing everything, but let's make this final ball count and let's get the second. And then if we get the second, we'll go on to get 3 or 4. Yeah, I hear you, Cube. I hear you. Get the ball into Son. Nobody else can finish all these chances. It's just, you know what? The best chances seem to have fallen in the wider areas. So, they've gone to Johnson on the left-hand side. They've gone to Kulu, where they've been in kind of one-on-one situation. But none of them have bent the ball round the player. They've hit it straight at the first player that comes to them. No one tends to sort of shimmy to the left and then bend it to the right. Just giving them give yourself that half an inch, like half a half a yard of moving the player out of the way to then get your shot in. It's just a bit of lack of composure. That's composure in front of goal. That is. What's awful,
West.
CJ?
So, guys, a question for everyone here, right? So, TJ obviously can't say a positive word about Spurs. We understand that's what the frauds do. But when you hear worst half I've seen West Ham play this season, is that because West Ham have been shit or because Spurs have been that good in
on the
just
ball.
keeping that ball?
They couldn't get the ball. We've been playing rondos outside their box.
I haven't seen enough of West Ham to say that was the worst half I've seen them play. I haven't seen all their games, so I'll be lying if I said that was the worst.
Away from home, they haven't done well at all. They went on a little run recently, but that was against teams like Burnley and Nottingham Forest and just low level teams.
My thoughts in the game, very frustrating that we're not up by more. Couple players that are just frustrating me. I'm a little bit under the weather. Is Hoiberg in the midfield? Just for me, it's just a couple of mistakes here and there. Davies, you can't get knocked over by Kudus like that. And there was one other chance Romero saved his tail earlier in the game. So it's been a couple of times. Davies, Hoiberg, and then I'm gonna get to Johnson. And this is why sometimes my confidence on this team, like, all right, going on to Newcastle, is comes down to the front three and Johnson predominantly. Johnson, it wastes the chance. I get to watch the game with the commentary, and and I agree with the NBC Sports commentary. Man, Johnson, man, it has to be better. Has to be better, man, for us to really, really be successful. Kulu, man, is just so indecisive, man. He's better in the middle because once he gets the ball, he has a chance to either shoot it, pass it. When he's out there, it just seems that he just lets West Ham come back, let the defense set up, and it just I agree with Will. He has to find his way back into the middle of the pitch, Kulu. And so those are the things that are frustrating me. Of course, Romero scoring is making me happy. There's no service to Son because of Johnson and Kulu. Kulu's becoming an enigma. Right, last game praise, the next game it's like Lo Celso has been one of our better players tonight. Lo Celso is still doing what he's doing. Almost got an own goal, forced an own goal right there at the end. But yeah, those are my first half analysis. We're eventually going to have to score that second goal because we're dominating West Ham. This is why it's so frustrating because we're just dominating. That at one point it was 92 possession. Right now we're at, I think, 78 or 70, 77. I mean, it's just, I don't think West Ham is going to score, so it may just be 1-0, but I would like to get a couple more goals. It's a 1-0 lead is never safe. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, like I said earlier on, Mario, I think that's where it's so congested in the middle of the park. It's so congested. Be it because we got a lot of players in their half, and be it because they've got a lot of players in their own half defending. So you got essentially pretty much 20 players, 21 players playing on one part of the pitch, which is the West Ham's side of it. So the wide areas is really the only areas that really you can get in a sort of one-on-one situations. So where we got a left-footed player playing on the right-hand side, which is what Kulusevski is, and a right-footed player playing on the left, which is what Brennan Johnson's doing, it means a lot of their tendencies, scenes, and the first touch at least, is always to come on the inside. and by doing that, it allows the defensive players to get to facing the ball rather than facing their own goal. So for me, I did say like during the first half, I felt perhaps to just try a little bit, swapping wings with Kulusevski and Johnson. So when they do get the ball in that attacking phase, it's to put the ball right across the box. So we have both Spurs players and West Ham players in that sense facing their own goal. So it puts a bit more panic into their defence, and it allows our attacking players to really attack that ball that's coming in first time. So I'm hoping something similar happens for the second half, because I feel that's the only part that's missing from what we've done the first half. But I agree with you guys. Kulusevski, we don't need that extra defensive midfielder. We don't.
Do you think the reason why they're packing the middle and giving the wide because they know that
They can defend it.
Not good. We're not effective.
Yeah, because they know that. I think they're set up this way because perhaps they felt that we was going to play with both Kulusevski and Lo Celso in the middle of the park, so they wanted to stop that. Obviously, if you saw the fluidity that we played with against Man City allowed us to play the way we wanted to in the middle of the park, and I think Man City, West Ham tonight set up to stop that Spurs that they saw against Man City to play through the middle. So let them have the ball out wide, but really keep it tight and congested in the middle. What I probably hadn't anticipated is for us to change and put Kulu back out wide. But in doing so, they haven't lost too much, really, if you think about it, because for the reasons I said, we're not putting those balls in the box first time. So the ball comes out wide, then put it straight in, but we're not doing that. We are taking a touch, going in, and that allows from a situation where the defenders are facing their own goal to turn and face our goal. So they can defend whatever a defender is at his best when he's defending anything that's in front of him. What he doesn't want is balls going behind and they're having to face their own goal. The one time we did where Lo Celso put the ball in first time, if you notice, Kurt Zouma is slid in because he's panicking. Right, it's the only one time we did that. The ball's come out wide. He's put it in first time, a good ball, and then Kurt Zouma is slid in panic to try and block that ball going to Son and the other attacking player, and he's hit his own bar. Those are the kind of situations we need to create more of if we're going to get in that way. Otherwise, I agree with you guys as well. Tuck in Kulu, put Lo Celso in there, let them create. You have Basuma just shielding behind them. Take Højbjerg off and put whoever you want. If you want Richarlison or Brian Hill, whoever. As long as they put those balls in. When they're getting behind, put those balls in. Because in the old way of playing with the fullbacks, they would go wide, wouldn't they? They would go wide and create the numerical advantage. But we don't play like that anymore. We play with inverted fullbacks. So they got them in the inside. We've got the two wingers tucking in. So the reason why we play this way, because then with them tucking in, you get the fullbacks receiving the ball and towards the byline from the wingers. But the space behind West Ham is very limited because of the fact that they're playing so far back. That's where I feel that we need to change it up a little bit. And also this is having traits of that Aston Villa game where we dominated. Different kind of domination, but it's similar. Less chances than Villa, but way more possession. So, but the two games are very mirrored at the fact that we dominated, but we didn't kill them off.
That's the bad side. That's the
worry. That's the concern, guys.
And this is for Elias.
What are we reading?
When he was saying that Eric Dyer was better than Christian Romero in the air.
I can't
Christian
read it, man.
Christian Romero with 100 less games in his career has won more aerial duels and 64.1% to Eric Dyer's 59.7. Hold that.
Are we really comparing Romero to
Don't
Dyer?
bring a knife to a gunfight, my man.
I got 3 SS sports picks.
Christian Romero's got more interceptions in 100 less games, more tackles won in 100 less games, more recoveries in 100 less games, and a better aerial percentage in 100 less games.
I saw the riots yesterday in Brazil about Santos regulated. That is
Relegated
really
after
sad.
111 years.
Keep
Yeah,
Christian Romero's name out your fucking mouth.
really, really, really sad. Tonight I can't wait for the Copa America drawing. Tonight, because Copa America's gonna be in America, so I can't wait to see the drawing. Tonight.
You weren't winding me up. You actually meant what you said. You just didn't know the actual statistics. I hate it when people mention stats and don't actually know them.
Why is he bringing up Eric Dyer in comparison to Romero? That's yeah. I'm gonna eat some soup. It's ready for me to eat, but I will come back in the second half, my brothers.
No worries, man.
Uh,
No worries. It shouldn't be too long now before the second half starts. The players are coming out. I saw one player coming out. But anyway, Everton. They're showing highlights. Everton are 1-0 up against Newcastle with McNeil. 79 minutes. What a goal! Great goal.
No,
Really
stats
good goal.
can't be manipulated at all. Unless someone's hacking fbref.com or Opta and putting in fake numbers, stats can't be manipulated. People can manipulate statistics like Elias did with Eric Dyer and his aerial percentage this season because he's only played, 2 games? Right? People manipulate stats. Stats can't be manipulated at all. If you do it on it, if you use them
87
honestly.
minutes, guys. Everton 2. Everton 2, Newcastle 0. Looks like Newcastle are about to lose, guys. And the second goal must have just now been scored. I still don't know.
Yeah, it just happened.
Just literally happened. I don't know who scored it, but Everton are 2-0 up. What does that mean? We'll find out. We'll probably have to discuss that.
We'll find out on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, no. What does it mean in the sense of for us? Decore scored.
That's the person setting it to the agenda, not the stats. There's nothing wrong with the stats. It's just the person who's got the
We've
problem.
kicked off, guys. We've kicked off. Second half. We might need to change that banner at the bottom. It's the second half. Let me see if I can go into it. I'll change it now. I'm going to edit it. West Ham have come out strong.
Good block there by Porro. Kulu gives the ball away sillily.
Oh. Paqueta was nearly in. Ward-Prowse played the ball to him, trying to find him. But here we are. Son's pressing Fabianski, who plays it out to Zuma. Brendan Johnson just missed out. Can he win the ball back again? Nearly. But Udoji does. And Spurs on the attack again. Son. Go on, Son.
Played in.
Oh, man alive. Corner ball to Spurs.
I think he was looking for Kulu there.
Yeah, he was looking for him. I felt like, he kind of just hesitated a little bit.
Yeah,
Perhaps,
he apologized.
yeah, he hesitated. Maybe he could have really, because I don't think he realised that the defender had given him more time than he actually thought he would give him, which is why he tried to play it in so quickly. When the defender's kind of backing off, is like waiting for him to make his move. You're like, just take him on and get your shot in.
Yeah.
Next time. Come on. And this is going to be a goal. Come on, let's have a corner. Really good corner. Let's go again. Poor corner. He's got a second bite of the cherry. Plays it into Lo Celso. Lo Celso, good delivery. Not quite. Someone edge of the box. Please strike that ball. Nope.
Blocked.
Yep. 1-2. Strike! Oh! Pedro Porro strike on the 1-2 with Lo Celso. Took a strike on goal. Wide of the mark. 47 minutes. 30 seconds gone. Tottenham 1, West Ham 0. Come on, you Spurs. Goal kick to West Ham. And that's a great result for Everton tonight, guys. Really good result for them. Much needed. They need to get the
This
points.
is what I was talking about Newcastle being inconsistent, right? People don't listen to me They should. People should listen more.
It's a really weird one, isn't it? I mean, away from home, they're not impeccable. Put it that way. At home, they're a different beast, aren't they? They're a different animal.
Yeah, it's the atmosphere. You know, what I mean, that their ground's been a fortress for a long time,
Yeah.
even when they were shit. Injuries haven't hurt Newcastle. They're only missing 3 starters in their entire first 11. 2 of those starters are playing at phenomenally, almost better than the starters were playing in the first half of the season. So
Injuries are part of football, man. This year, everyone's suffering with injuries. Well, not almost everyone.
the only position where they've been weakened is that right center mid position with a youngster playing there. That's it. That's the only thing Newcastle's hurting right now.
Still, I don't know if you know, but Everton have beaten Newcastle 2-0.
Yeah, I was listening. I could hear you guys. I just had to make something to eat. That's an unbelievable result.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Newcastle away from home are not been brilliant. Not been brilliant this season.
Listen, all I hear is there's no excuses if you've got injuries. Other teams are doing well. Who is that?
Well, we've got injuries. Newcastle got injuries. Everyone's got injuries. Well, like I said, almost everyone's got injuries.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah, but Bruno Guimaraes is their best midfielder, right? Madison's our best midfielder. If Bruno Guimaraes was out for Newcastle, they wouldn't be getting half the results that they're getting.
who's got injuries and is doing well is my question. I don't know anyone.
I don't think Arsenal got injuries. Have Arsenal got injuries? I think they've
Not
got,
right now, they don't.
Yeah, so
Other than Party, who's been playing like dog water all season.
yeah, but they that midfield now is made up of the 2 players that are currently playing now. Party won't get into that team. Not in midfield anyway. Then if he wants to play him right back, let him play right back. But in midfield, Party won't play ahead of the 2 that are currently playing there. Son, edge of the box. Son again plays it out wide to Brennan Johnson, knocks it back to Højbjerg. Penalty, surely there's a handball. There's a handball there. Absolutely handball claim. They've got to be looking at VAR.
Tomiyasu has been a hit. Well, I think has been a good player for him. That's out injured all the time. Tomiyasu, I think, has been better than Ben.
I
White
want
in
to
that
see
right
that played back, guys. I thought there was a penalty shout there for Tottenham. Let's see if when the ball goes out of play. No, it doesn't. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, VAR has not intervened up to now, but I want to see that. I want to see that being played back. Kulusevski out on the
Watch
right.
this drive from Romero. This is something Saliba can't do. You see that? Did you see that driving that ball out at the outside of his foot to Kulusevski? That's something Saliba don't have in his locker.
Take a strike, man. This just takes way too long. Way too long. Overcook every time when I'm wide there. I want to see that. I want to see that again. There's a VAR shout, man. I thought there was a handball. That's a handball, man. It's harsh, maybe, but his arm. I don't know, man. It depends on the angle. Every time you see a different angle, you get a different perception of it. Oh my God, no way. 1-1. I mean, how jammy can you get? 1-1. West Ham have equalised with Bowen.
That's unlucky.
How the fuck do we get? How do we do that, man?
It's just, hey, look, there's nothing you can do about that. Deflection off of you into the feet of somebody who's offside. You know what I mean? What are you going to do there?
How the fuck do they equalise like that? That's a bullshit goal, man. Absolute bullshit goal.
Don't worry about it. We're going to win 3-1.
I mean, look at this bullshit of a goal, man. One ball at the top. Don't deal with that. Let the ball bounce. Romero gets out muscled by Bowen. With 3v4 the situation here. How do we go to get a receipt? I mean, look at that. Fuck my life. He takes his shot. He rebounds off Romero. Bounces off Davies.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't make that shit up.
My screen's like stop, start, stop, start. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, look at this.
Is your screen like that as well, Will?
No.
Keeper had already dived.
Oh, that's better. That's better.
Yeah, he'd already committed to the right hand side and they couldn't get back across. What a load of bullshit, man! And this is why you got to kill teams when you're on top.
Listen,
Now
like I said to you, as long as we're playing good, man, that's the main thing this season. It really is.
I hear you, man. But again, man, we just allowed these. We just allowed these guys to come back into a game that they shouldn't. It's not even there. There's no match here tonight. There's no match to talk about.
Yeah, well,
53 minutes gone. Tottenham 1, West Ham 1. It's fucking unbelievable, man. This is exactly what we did with Villa, man. They the difference is they had equalising before half time and took the lead this time. We've literally conceded an equaliser around the same time that Villa scored their second goal.
Mark, all you do is go on every channel repeating the same thing, and I answer your question, and you do it again and again. For 3 years under Sir Alex Ferguson, when he went to Man United, they weren't great. Does that mean they're not a big club as he's rebuilding? Jurgen Klopp took him 5 years to win a trophy. Does that mean he's not great? Arteta finished 8th, 5th. Does that mean they're not a big club? You don't understand the big mentality, so you shouldn't speak about it. I've told you this. Results don't matter during the early phase of a rebuild. It's building the squad and the ethos that matters. I don't understand. Every channel I go on, he asks me the same question wherever I go.
Good hold up from Son there. Oh, unlucky.
Still, she didn't update the score ticker. In fact, I'm not going to
Just
update
take
it
it down,
because
Stell. It's up there on the screen. I got it on the screen.
oh, we've got it on the screen. Oh, wicked.
Oh, take it off.
Cool. Didn't know. We have updated it. You haven't seen the new one. Arsenal away.
We go again. We gotta go. I'm just took that. I took that like a fucking kick in the bollocks. That was.
To be honest with you guys, we were never going to win this 1-0. Do you know what I mean?
No, I said at the beginning of the game there's going to be goals. Oh my god, West Ham are in again. Bowen, Ward-Prowse, Paqueta strikes, saved by the goalkeeper.
That was a poor shot by West Ham.
Yeah, I don't think Paqueta was expecting. I thought Ward-Prowse was going to strike that personally. When Bowen played it to Ward-Prowse, I thought he was going to strike it there, but he didn't. And I don't think Paqueta was ready to receive that ball to strike. And it certainly didn't have enough power for him to hit it.
Only twice still. Why do you need to say it twice? What's wrong with once?
3-0 Everton. Jesus. Anyway. Kulizeski on the right-hand side. Overlapped by Pedro Porro.
Guys, in the comments, you say results matter to us fans. I'm a fan as well. I'm just not short-term thinking. I'm thinking long-term.
Foul on Pedro Porro. Free kick to Spurs.
If you think Spurs are going to do stuff this year, then you're deluded. That's on you. That's why you're worried about results. I know Spurs aren't going to do anything this year. That's why I'm not bothered about the results.
So go buy one online. If you keep spamming this in the chat, I'm just going to time you out, my man. All right, we don't give away free signed jerseys, okay? Thanks for playing.
Email me your name, your address, your telephone number, and your contact details, and I'll send you one. Give me your full contact details.
Social security number, all that stuff.
Passport, driving license, blood type, maiden name.
Come on, this is a good position for a free kick. On the right-hand side of the pitch, with left footers on it. Lo Celso's on that ball. Let's have a good whip ball in that really spot. So Pedro Porro, Lo Celso looks like he's going to take it. Plenty of West Ham players at the back.
Another goal by Romero?
Oh no! Played it across to Bissouma, took a strike and it was blocked. Why would Bissouma be the one to receive that ball to strike it? He's a lot of things, man, but a good striker with the ball is not one of them.
If you can make a sub, what would you do?
Højbjerg for Richarlison.
Just at wide areas. I just want to see those balls be played in first time. And I don't think we need 2 defensive midfielders on. I really don't. I don't see what benefits we have for playing Bissouma and Højbjerg. I really don't. I haven't seen the effects of it. Kulu. And I think Kulu's very limited to what he can do on the right-hand side. We've seen that.
Just gave the ball away there, too.
This is becoming a real feisty match. It's becoming a physical one as well. Plenty of battles on the pitch. That goal has galvanised.
Look at the patience from Romero there. For beautifulness.
Højbjerg. Just hasn't got it in. Hasn't got that silky.
What was that?
I said it. Away. I said it before the game when we were talking about the lineup, Siggy. I don't like Højbjerg starting.
First yellow card of the game going to Pedro Porro.
I think Højbjerg's better coming off the bench. Sorry, when he starts the games, I don't think he's impactful. Not in the way we play.
That was unnecessary for
we're going to score again in this game. I'm not even concerned about it.
I think we'll win
what's a yellow about that? Like, that's a foul, but why is that a yellow? That's not reckless.
You can think in the short term and the long term, but if you don't think correctly in the short term, there is no long term, and that's where you fail. You've got no short term understanding. You just want win now. You're thinking like a Chelsea fan. We're not Chelsea Football Club, mate. If you want to be a Chelsea, if you want to think like Chelsea, go support Chelsea, innit? We're never going to be that club. Not under Levy. Never.
Come on, Sonny. We need to get Son involved, man. We're not really involving him.
I will be upset if we don't get 3 points. And so you should, man. You should be upset. We're Spurs fans.
West Ham.
And has some game to take today.
Corner ball to West Ham. 60
why
minutes gone.
Why does Ange take blame today?
Who played in an unnatural position and role? Everybody's playing in their natural position and roles. The only person who's maybe even playing out of position is Brandon Johnson, but he's played on the left a lot this season.
None of you were moaning or complaining when we were 1-0 up. This is what makes it's just our fan base at times. It's just
look,
you're going to smash West Ham. The game's not over.
First of all, I said we were going to win 2-0. I didn't say we're going to smash them, and we have been smashing them. Look at all these gooners coming in here.
Score. You can see us kind of come straight back in as well. Spurs under the cosh here. The ball's getting whipped in left, right, and centre. And Spurs are holding up for now. We need changes. West Ham not giving us any space. We look devoid of ideas. Terrible. That's the spirit.
The goal
masterclass against naive Ange. Come on, you goons. Where were you gooners when we were 1-0 up? Hiding.
Well, how is this a masterclass too? Like, seriously.
If we complain during when we're winning, it will look odd. Yeah, because we're doing well. Their goal was fluky, for crying out loud. They scored a lucky goal. And you shit yourself.
Oh, my
What a
word.
save.
What a save, but it was offside. Come on, Spurs, man.
It's you crying, Will. Don't cry, mate. But you're lying, Graham.
I'm not crying at all.
I don't understand. Like, Arsenal fans lie so much. I was watching DR Sports the other day, and that fraud, Don Robbie, they called him. He was saying how Spurs injuries haven't impacted them, but it's not an excuse. I'm like, you fucking stupid.
Let me give Grandman a lesson here, right? The reason why my banter on Arsenal hits you so hard in your gut is because everything I say is actually true.
Oh, well, play Tottenham. Good play out the back. That was brilliant. We've got a chance here. Can we use the numbers? Oh, referee, man. You've got to book him if you booked us. You've got to book him. How's he not booked him when we got booked?
No book.
He stopped that
it's
attack.
All one-sided.
He stopped that attack. Look. He stopped that move. He broke that attack.
How is that not a yellow card then if he's given the free kick? What a bum. What a bum.
Højbjerg. Plays it into Lo Celso. Looks in 1-2 with Son. No. We're trying to get it through the middle, aren't we?
It's anyone's game. This, you know that. Anyone's game at the moment.
We galvanized his deadlock, man.
Not really. They got galvanized by a lucky goal. What can we do?
Get a second, man.
2,
Should've
3
got that.
deflections and it goes in. Yeah, look, we should have scored maybe more, but the wide players haven't been at the best today.
We haven't missed any big chances, though. That's the problem. Like, we've been getting the ball into their area, but we haven't been getting that quality final pass. Like Højbjerg right there, giving it away for no reason.
Højbjerg needs to come off, man. Højbjerg needs to come off. Do you know, the thing is, though, West Ham are playing with such a deep block that it's hard as well when teams do this. Any team that does this is always harder.
I think you're going to see a lot of games like that you're going to see a lot of games like that at Tottenham. Oh my God, Højbjerg. We win the ball on the halfway line. Højbjerg's got an attack in the back four. He plays.
He's got to take him off. He's got to take him off, man.
He just lacks that quality. He just lacks that quality when it comes to that final ball, man.
He's not.
Kulusevski on the right hand side. It will take way too long. This part of the game is too long. This bit is. This part, exactly what we're seeing right now, when Kulu gets the ball on the right hand side, it's too long. Bissouma, edge of the D, Lo Celso. Come on, Lo Celso. Someone take it there. Someone just take a little bit of a gamble.
We're trying. We're keeping the ball moving. We're just trying to wait for that gap to open up. No one's going to
let you. No, that middle part of the pitch is not going to open up still.
Everyone's static. Look, no one's moving though. Look, there's no movement. We're static.
Do you know what? Everyone's coming to receive the ball. Everyone's coming to receive. See there?
Oh my God! Got away with that one. I tell you, he broke his legs.
Yeah, Udoji had committed to making a foul there. He had completely committed to making a foul.
Listen, for me, we're doing all right, man. We're doing all right. Imagine you had your best defense and you conceded 3 goals to Luton. Imagine how bad that is. Luton, where are they? 17th, 18th in the league? Imagine conceding 3 goals with your best defenders.
Another attack.
Another poor ball. See, this is what I'm talking about. All you got to do is put it on Son's head right there.
Richarlison and Skip ready to come on.
Yeah, it was obvious. Højbjerg has to come off. Who do you reckon he'll take off? Brennan Johnson? I think he's going to take off Brennan Johnson.
But why is Skip coming on?
He's going to swap him for Højbjerg.
He better not take off Lo Celso.
No, he won't. He'll take off Højbjerg. 100%. It's obvious, Will. Højbjerg's he's had a pretty bad last 10 minutes. Go on, Udogie.
No, stop play. I don't know why.
Is he giving a foul against us or for them?
Højbjerg coming off, Richarlison coming on. 66 minutes gone. We make our first change.
Told you, Højbjerg had to go. It's obvious. And listen, one thing I've learned about Ange, he does see it, man. He does.
Now
we've got a good management. We've got a good manager.
Interesting to see who's coming off for Skip. Lo Celso's going off.
It's not Lo Celso, is it? Oh. So much fun.
Coming off of Skip.
Do you know what? Do you think Lo Celso can handle 90 minutes? Because he always comes.
Now I think Kulusevski's gone in the number 10.
Of course.
I think Skip's going to play with Bissouma in there. I think Kulusevski's going to come in the number 10, and I think Brennan Johnson and Richarlison are going wide.
Yeah, but bringing Skip in there is still not the right option. Lo Celso needs to stay on the pitch.
He comes across, and it's cleared.
Romero almost gets another.
What is it?
Romero almost got another one.
Goalie's injured. No, he's not. He's faking it. West Ham delay the clock.
They collided with his own play.
Everton. We are staying up. Premier League. He's happy, man. He's happy. That's a big big up to you, Toppies, man. That was a massive result. Do you know what? You're out the relegation zone, and that's after a 10-point deduction. Big up to you, man.
Sometimes, you know what? Situations like that galvanizes a team. All of a sudden, it just gives them something to fight. And it's Everton could have gone. It could have gone 2 ways. And Everton have chosen to fight, man. They've chosen to fight. You know what? In a funny sort of way, Richard, that could be like a
mids on
blessing in disguise. Something's been given to the referee. I don't know if something was thrown into the pitch by a crowd. It's been picked up and given to the fourth man. I'm not sure.
We
what's
don't
happened there.
have 3 defensive midfielders on the pitch. Bit of bias. Like if you're gonna criticize, at least do it honestly.
Thanks. Hey, Spurs on the attack. Son out on the left. Bissouma plays it out wide right for Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Pedro Porro on the right hand side. Nearly every West Ham. Oh, ball's in the box. Do you see what happened when you got a right-footed player that puts in the ball first time?
Ooh.
Panic in the West Ham defence, and it goes out for a corner ball. It makes such a difference.
What
When
formation
the
are we playing right
defences are
now? Son's
tight
on the
and
left. Looks like Johnson and Richarlison
I'm
are up
not
top.
sure. Maybe they're mixing it up a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Another corner goes for Spurs. Skip plays it into Bissouma. Bissouma knocks it out wide right. Put a cross in, man. That's a good ball. Richarlison wide of the post.
He's so shit. He's such an absolute piece of shit of a player. I absolutely despise people that protect this moron. That Dan THFC better not show his face to me for a long time. I love Dan to bits. He's a great guy. But he's absolutely
He was off balance a little
deluded.
bit there. That's not that
Biggie,
bad.
sorry. Will, you got to hit the target, man. Look at that.
Yeah, he's leaning back though. I mean, that's not as easy
That's
as it
his
looks.
fault. That's his fault for leaning back. If that's Harry Kane, goal.
Yeah, but
My
Harry
God,
Kane
man.
You're comparing him to
I'm
top of the
comparing a
top. You know?
striker. We paid £65 million for this.
I know, but you're
It's like
comparing it to
comparing
Kane.
platinum to
Kane
stainless
is like
steel, man.
Kane is
Okay,
like
if
top,
that was
top.
Calvin, what's his name? The one that Ollie Watkins, it's a goal.
Calvin.
If that's Ollie Watkins, it's a goal. What do you want me to say? That's dog shit, man. Come on. How are you not justifying it? How can you justify that?
He could have done better. I'm just saying it's not like he was completely in balance, in control, and just muffed it. You know what I mean?
£65 million, and that
So look,
absolute piece of shit. And fans will say, "Oh, give him a chance." How many chances? He'll probably score now. I've done all that, right? He'll probably score now, and you're all going to be like, pigeon and all that shit, pigeon.
So if I'm reading this right, Richarlison has gone in the middle, I think, and Son's kind of been left to wonder.
Basuma's played well second half,
Except for that pass that he just played to Son to give the ball away. But yeah, other than that, he's done well. Just don't know why the Arsenal fans are in there like, what excuses? We're still 20 minutes of the game, probably 30 minutes left with extra time.
This lot were 3-2 down to Luton at this time of the game.
Yeah.
Luton. And they've got their full strength squad. Jesus, Odegaard, Rice.
No, Richarlison looks like he's gone for the middle, guys. He's playing for the middle. Maybe we're going to put more
Right.
in the
Playing
box.
out wide left.
And Son's gone out
Johnson's. Looks like maybe Kulu's in midfield now.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. Is it
Everton pulled your pants down, Richarlison. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Absolute waste of space, this guy. With his, what's that R&B guy called? Cisco, with his Cisco sprayed haircut. That dong, da dong, dong, dong.
Someone have a shot. Go on, Romero, have a shot. I know he didn't. Pedro Porro out wide. Good cross. Oh. I think we're utilising.
We're not going to score like this. We're not going to score like this. We're going to need it. We need an own goal or a penalty.
Son out on the left-hand side. God, look how tight these gaps are. It's unbelievable.
In these type of moments, yeah. Nice football.
Oh, good save by the goalkeeper from Pedro Porro's shot.
Listen, we're knocking on the door, man.
The substitutions have gotten the control back, though. With those substitutions, we've gained the control back.
Still, as a coach, why do they keep doing these short corners? What is the point, man? It's to pull out a defender out of the box is why you would normally do it. If it's working, I don't know.
Wouldn't you guys want to see, like, Skip and Basuma, they get a lot of the ball, the edge of the box. Wouldn't you want to see them just take a strike, man? They get the ball and they play it out wide. None of them really take the ownership to actually take a shot. Just as the ball's coming across to them, you just think to yourself, just put your foot through it, man. Just be brave. Be brave.
A draw's not the end of the world. A loss would be pretty depressing, but part of the process, man. It's painful.
Oh my God, Bowen's in again. Ward-Prowse, 2-1.
What is a Doji doing there, dude?
We've given them the goal.
We're fucking this up good and proper.
We've literally just given them the goal. What have we just done?
What did a Doji
What
do
have
there?
we just done now?
I don't know, man. We just fucked this royally, man.
Dude, what have we... 1 minute.
What did a Doji just do there? Why did he do
Exactly. What the hell did he just do there? Did he try and pass it back to the goalie and didn't put enough weight on it?
that? Good
Yeah,
clearance from
yeah,
Romero. All
yeah.
he's got to do is play Skip there. What is that?
Oh,
Fuck.
Dogi, what have you done? Dogi played the ball short to Vicario, man. He didn't
Yeah,
need to do that.
100%. Sold him out. Man, the keeper had to come out, literally diving at the player's feet.
He didn't look where Bowden. He didn't look where Bowden was. He passed without looking where Bowden was. Look, he didn't know Bowden was running in. That's poor from Dogi, man.
I mean, you've got to be lucky there. Hits the post, back to the player.
Will, does that mean Porro's better than a Dogi, like your stats?
Yeah.
Oh,
TJ, I don't know
my
what happened on this one.
God, man.
That's the second time a Doji's put Vicario in that situation, by the way, this season.
Listen, we still got 15 minutes, man. If that was the 88th minute, we're fucked. At least there is still... The problem now is they're going to put everyone behind the ball.
Now they're
Here
going to
comes
put everyone
Son.
behind the ball.
Son's got the ball. They've tackled him, but can they get it out, or will we win the ball high up? They've gone up. It's a throw to Spurs, surely. Yep, throw into Spurs. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got. We've got nothing off the bench to bring on.
Yeah,
really.
Spurs will finish above Arsenal, even if we lose this game.
Will, you need to stop saying that. We're not finishing above Arsenal.
Yeah, we will. Watch.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Watch.
You're just trying to wind them up.
I'm not. Watch. Wait and see.
No one said we're going to win the league, dude. That's just you and your friends who look for banter.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh, well played, Ogie. Come on, Spurs. We've got to find something now. Ben Davies drives forward into the box. What will he do? He chips it in. Son. No, was that Son? Brennan Johnson. Side foots it wide and quite. Oh my God, I don't know what he was doing. Why is he trying to side foot it from there? You've got to put your laces for it. That's when you want Porro there. If that's Porro, you clean laces that.
That fucking goal is comical, man. It is comical. Best of times. And then
Still,
fucking...
you do realise these type of bottlers' performances will occur every under season. So then start saying Ange out. Mark, if you're Ange out, just start telling everyone Ange out, and just tell us what manager you do want. Then turn against the manager.
Why is this going to happen every season under Ange? You're telling me that Adoji is going to play horrible passes back to the goalkeeper every season under Ange? He's offside. Blow the whistle. No,
but if fans like Mark think that, then start chanting Ange out. Start saying it now. Ange out. Go on every social media. Get everyone saying it. Turn against the manager. Do what you do best. Shit on managers, man. Do it. And then see where we end up. Porro. Right foot. Back post. Good clearance. Is that handball? Yes, it's a handball.
Free kick.
I think West Ham have just basically low blocked for most of the game, and we struggle when it's a low block. We've always struggled when it's a low block because
Okay,
without a
but
Maddison or a
I can
creative
accept.
spark.
I can accept struggling a low block, breaking them down. But we're in a situation of advantage, 1-0. We just literally gifted it to them, man.
Yeah, but the first goal was
Put it on the
lucky,
plate.
Iggy. The
One
second
goal.
goal,
Yeah, okay, one,
the
two.
second goal,
You know,
They were both
the
jammy
second-
goals.
I can
I'd rather
accept the
not.
first one.
1 minute, hear me out, right? This is why people like Mark are a problem at our club. He's a massive problem, fans like this. Are any of the goals tonight because of Ange's tactics?
No, I'm not suggesting
Right.
that.
So this is the point. If the goals are down to individual errors and luck that they've scored, we can't blame Ange. Like,
But this is not about me blaming the manager. I think. Well, not maybe this is not me blaming the manager. This is me saying, "Fucking hell, man! How are we in this situation?"
so now you're saying it's because the club is just unlucky. Well, then if we're unlucky, we're not going to win anything. Then why do you? What do you want me to say to you?
I don't believe in luck, unlucky. I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in fortune and misfortune.
Is
I
this
just
an
think
Arsenal fan or it's an
He's a
AC
Chelsea
Milan
fan. Chelsea. Scholes is a Chelsea fan.
Chelsea fan. How did your game at Man United go last night, buddy? Against the magnificent Man United. How did you do there? You got absolutely battered by Man United last night. Embarrassed by them. But hey, you enjoy being mid-table. Not bad for £1 million invest. Was it £1 billion they've invested? Imagine spending 1 billion to be mid-table.
But I just don't understand how our fan base can watch this game. Like, I understand you're upset that we're losing right now, but for one, the game's not over, and two, we've absolutely dominated this West Ham team, and we're down 2-1 because of flukes. It's like if we had played bad, I can understand you being upset. Like, you can be emotional, but don't be irrational because you're emotional. It makes you weak.
Okay, here we go. Sun out wide. We're gonna need it. Oh, Skip, man. Someone's got to give him a man on.
West Ham have not dominated every stat in the second half. That's just not true.
Does anyone know what a Valiz is for? That's a great question. I don't know, buddy, man. When we signed him, we even said, really? We sold Kane? And like, it is questionable. Can you also thank Aston Villa, who took points off Man City, because they're going to take points off you this weekend as well, bro? Make sure you thank Aston Villa and your boy Unai Emery, who you sacked incorrectly because he's better than Arteta. If Unai Emery was manager of Arsenal with that squad now, you'd win the league. If Unai Emery was the manager of Arsenal with those players, that's a serial winner. Unai Emery, you did have him, but you sacked him.
Because it's not a goal. For many reasons, it's not a goal. For more than one
Could
reason,
you
it's not a
actually
goal.
imagine Unai Emery with those Arsenal players right now? Like, if they backed Unai Emery the way they backed Arteta, Unai, multiple trophy winning Unai. Could you imagine what he'd do with Arsenal right now? They'd be unstoppable. Good evening. When Villa take points off Arsenal and they do the interview after the game, he's going to go, good evening. Good evening. 8 minutes to go, everyone. Plus stoppage time. Spurs are losing 2-1 to West Ham after dominating the first half. West Ham have got back into the game with a bit of a fortuitous first goal for them, and then the second goal was just Spurs hitting a self-destruction button with some pretty piss-poor defending by Dogie, who's been pretty good this season, but that was not good enough. And now Spurs are chasing the game to just try and get a point now. Let's see what happens. Porro swings one in, and it's blocked. West Ham defending really, really well, has to be said. And on comes Brian Hill and Pape Sarr. That'll do it. Who's he going to take off? Basuma's gone off. He's got to take off Brennan Johnson, surely. Is it Brennan? Yeah, it is. It had to be, man. He should have come off earlier.
I can't fucking believe it, man. I'm stunned, man. I'm still stunned.
Iggy, say it the Italian way. I cannot believe. I cannot believe.
The thing is, one thing you do, okay, look, you don't get that killer goal. Don't give away any stupid fucking goals. We just managed to give away 2.
Listen, since we've gone 2-1 down, we've almost got 180 people watching. It's great. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow the channel, everyone. We're keeping you entertained on this Thursday evening here in London. Spurs trying to get something out of the game. It's not looking good. Cross comes in from Porro. Good hands by Fabianski. Another brilliant goalkeeper that Arsenal let go. Imagine if he was at Arsenal right now. They wouldn't be dropping goals against Luton, that's for sure. Good hands there. I used to call him Flappy Hansky. Why couldn't he be Flappy Hansky then? Why has he caught the ball in that moment? It's going to be a free kick to Spurs. Spurs have got a free kick. 6.5 minutes of normal time to go. West Ham look like they're going to take all 3 points against the odds as well. Spurs were brilliant first half, just not clinical and lacking in
the second half as well.
Yeah, we've been on the front foot for most of the second half as well. Through ball, Richarlison.
Just too late.
The quality hasn't been as good though as we were in the first half. Nowhere near.
Stell always has to get the jab in. Absolutely. You can't come on our stream and banter us and think I'm just going to sit there and take your blows. I'm going to hit back, right? If we concede first, we might win a game. Maybe that's the tactic. Stell, you will be level on points with Man United after this. How do you feel about that? Well, I'd say Man United, Newcastle and Spurs out of the big clubs have had the most injuries, so it probably makes sense. So, yeah, makes sense to me.
Spurs did dominate West Ham today. Look, the only shots they had, they had 2 shots in the second half or 3 shots in the second half on the R target, and they all came from that one play. They scored. What are you talking about? Vicario saved 1, and 2 of those shots on target from inside of our box came from the goal that they scored. That's it. One opportunity of a Dogie giving the ball. That doesn't. One instance of play doesn't dictate them dominating
Spurs got a counter-attacking opportunity here.
Silly.
Spurs got a break if they can release it, and we haven't been able to do it. Zafar Guna, who has conveniently come to join us at this stage of the game, says Unai is a good manager, just not the right fit at Arsenal. You're absolutely right, because Unai is a winner, and that doesn't fit your bottle job mentality. You're spot on there, Zafar. Unai wins trophies. What are you going to say about that? What are you going to say about that?
Oh,
Spurs got a chance now. Richarlison squares it. Sonny, drag back, tries to find a pass. Pape Sarr. Do you know, I said it before, he's one of the worst shooters at the club. Like, he shouldn't be.
He's Sissoko 2.0, man, when it comes to shooting.
None of our midfielders, man. None of our midfielders have got a decent shot on them. Got to rectify that. Got to get someone in this season, like next season.
I mean, Madison
whatever.
does, but he's just not. No,
sounds like an excuse to me. Which clubs have had the most injuries this season? Man United, Newcastle, and Tottenham. And where are they? All roughly in the same place.
What do you think about this substitution, though, with
88 minutes,
13 minutes left to go, probably?
Who's come off?
Son's come off for 5 at least.
Ange's thrown in the towel. Nah, maybe he's going to try and get balls in the box, and Veliz has got an aerial threat, but I don't see what Veliz can do in 3-4 minutes. But you never know, man. You never know. It looks like we're probably going to lose it, though. We might nick a draw. We might nick a draw, but we're going to need a bit of luck if we do. Arsenal drop a league due to injuries. If that's an excuse, drop me out. Yep, I will drop you out. Arsenal don't get sympathy because you haven't had the level of injuries we've had this season, or Man United, or Newcastle. I don't know why Arsenal fans are so triggered by this. So rattled by the fact that other clubs have had a lot of injuries. If Declan Rice and Saliba both get injured, key players, the way Spurs have lost them, Arsenal aren't winning anything. Nothing. Could you imagine no Saliba and no Declan Rice? Villiers gets the ball. What does he do? He loses it. Brilliant. We commit suicide tonight. Yeah, we did. Well, Adoji did, to be fair. He was limping earlier. I think she's talking about Sonny.
I thought he won the ball.
Where was the injury sympathy?
I
when
thought
Saliba
won the
was
ball
not
there.
out?
I
There
thought
was
he won the
no-
ball
there.
How the fuck does he get a yellow card for that? A
There was
foul
no-
at worst. A yellow card
First,
as well.
first of all, thank you for using our name.
Huh?
We live rent free in your head. Big up. Arsenal away, Tottenham away. Secondly, that's why you lost the league, remember? That's what you told us. So now we've got injuries. What, is that not why we're doing bad? So you only lose the league titles when you get injuries, but we don't lose games when we have them. Right. Makes perfect sense. Absolute legend that you are. Like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, has a bad reputation. I
For
think
what?
our own fans create it as well, though.
He didn't even foul the guy. How are you going to say he has a bad reputation? Like, this is what I'm
They
talking
told
about with our fan base. Like, actually be honest about what happened on the pitch.
5 minutes added on.
Keep us in the back, attacking midfielder and a striker. Son ran away when his team needed the most. What, you mean like the goal he scored at the Emirates this season and the assist? Where was your boy
Brace.
Declan Rice? I'm
Get a
sure he
brace
ran
at
off
the
the pitch at
Emirates.
half time. Didn't Declan Rice shit himself and run off the pitch at the Emirates? I think he did. But keep talking rubbish. I will crush you all one by one. Skip to Kulu. Kulu back to Brian Hill. Brian Hill lays it off to Pape Sarr. Blocked. Romero missed his header. Skip wins the ball back. Lays it
Romero's
wide.
fouled
That's a foul
there.
on Skip. That's a foul on Skip. Bring him back for the foul. What's he done?
Where's the advantage? Where was the advantage on that? I don't get it. Where was the advantage?
Skip got dropped to the ground. 5 minutes added time. Spurs losing 2-1. Trying to find an equaliser, but it doesn't look like it's going to come. West Ham are defending brilliantly, has to be said.
Oh my god! What I said?
Oh my god, terrible.
What I said at half time. The team talk with West Ham said it can't be any worse. You cannot play any worse than what you did in that
It says
first
Son
half.
went off injured.
He was winced. He winced. His face had winced when he came off. So maybe he did pick up a knock.
Look at all the fans leaving. Do you remember when Brighton went 3-0 up at the Emirates last season? Those video cameras that came above the stadium at the Emirates, and the thousands and thousands of Arsenal fans left rather than staying behind and saying, thank you for the season you gave us, Arsenal. Did they do that? No, they all fucked off. What an awesome fan base, TJ, you have. What a wonderful fan base you have. Pot calling the kettle black, brother.
Yeah, but this is not leaving after 75 minutes. This is
Well, you're a Brighton fan now. No,
92.
I'm an Unai Emery fan, and I can't wait for it on the weekend when he's going to come back and haunt you. Good evening. This game's over, man. We've lost this. We don't look like scoring. Basuma is inconsistent. Yeah, we've hit a rough patch, man. It's part of the process, though, guys. This is exactly what happens to any team that's rebuilding. Everyone goes through it. I remember when Man United, because people don't know the history, Man United under Alex Ferguson, they were 11th. The following season, he took them to second, and the year after, they finished 11th again. And then they went on to win their first trophy. So that's what happens. Jurgen Klopp was similar. I remember Jurgen Klopp finished 7th or 8th one season. It happens. We're just going through that painful phase, man. And this is where fans need to stay patient. Rival fans will banter us. The idiots, the people that don't have the football intelligence, they'll do whatever they can to make us want Ange out and destabilize our own club. But if you're a real Spurs fan, just let's see what happens in the transfer window. Next summer will be the big one. And if we keep buying the right players, we're going to be a fantastic team. But we're going through the shit patch now. That's all it is.
Could be a penalty claim here.
Edge of the box, Iggy's free kick.
I don't know. No, the free kick was taken. But they're saying that Zuma blocked it with his arm.
Do you reckon we can pay Ward-Prowse to take the free kick for us?
There's a delay here. Checking possible handball, but I don't know.
Shit patch for 4 years, bro.
No.
Arteta's had a shit patch for 3 years and spent 700 million. Please carry on. I enjoyed to crush you. Shot deflected, corner kick. Are they calling for handball?
They did, but
I think Porro's being desperate. No. If we get handball for this is desperate.
It wasn't. It's played on.
That's not handball. Has it gone to VAR?
No, it's done. It's done. Played on.
What minute are you on, Iggy?
90 coming up to 95 now.
What minute? You're on 95 minutes. We're on 94. I'm on 94.20. What are you on?
My thing's slow, jacked up, so we're about a minute behind.
Oh no, that means Iggy knows the result before we do. I think he cheers. We got a draw.
That's it. It's done.
Is it over?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Well, look, do you want to do the post-match fan show now, or should we wait until 10:30 when I booked it in?
Well, I have to go to my son's training. I got to leave in about 30 minutes. So whatever we're gonna do. About 10 minutes, I gotta leave. So
Iggy,
just
do you
hang
wanna
out
do it
here
now,
for 10
or-
minutes and then start that other show.
All right. Cool, no problem. There's one of our players just gone down injured. Is that Kulusevski down and out?
Fucking hell, man.
Kulusevski. What's happening
Fucking
there?
hell.
Forearm in the face. Game's over, though. It's already finished.
It's not a foul. Listen, great result for West Ham. Do they deserve it? Defensively, yes. Attacking wise, they got
Definition
lucky.
of a smash and grab.
I think 1-1 would probably have been fair, though, because we didn't take our chances. So I think a fair result would have been 1-1. I don't think we deserve to win the game, though.
Yeah, but they didn't create anything from open play at all.
But they got
We
the goals,
gifted
though.
them both goals. Yeah, it's smash and grab.
I think 1-1 is fair. I think 1-1. Anyway, game's over, guys. Spurs have lost 2-1 to West Ham. Against the odds, we were the better team, but we weren't the better team necessarily in terms of actually scoring enough or creating enough and taking chances and creating chances. The poor performance by the wingers, you'd have to say. The midfield was a bit lackluster, but in terms of possession on the front foot, we were really good. Defensively, we were good as well, other than that one moment from Udogie. The result doesn't reflect the game itself, but the result is the result. But like I've said, I'm not upset because I know we're going to go through this. We just need to ride it. What do you guys think? You look pissed off. Depression has kicked in with you guys.
I'm not pissed off. I'm just disappointed that we gifted them a game like that when we didn't need to.
Agreed. Another game where we dominated and we just gave it to the other team. Another game. It's just another game, and it's our own doing. Like I know it's too early.
I want to ask the people who like to banter. Tell me that's not domination.
But in this game of football, man, gotta be clinical. Just gotta be, man. Johnson.
Look at their expected assists to our expected assists. Right, we should have scored 2 goals in that game based on the quality of chances that we were creating. Right, all of this XG comes from the shot off the post and then the shot that scored the goal. That's it.
Yeah, man, we can't score. It just comes down to
75% to 25%, 23 to 11, 7 to 5.
Still, we're going to come through it. Yeah,
8
okay.
to 4.
Well, if you're going to shoot yourself already, Kev, then just give up on the season. Don't watch Spurs, Kev. Don't follow Spurs for a season. Take time out. Take a holiday. Take a break from football. Maybe follow another team and come back next season then. Because if you think we're going to ride it out now, it's not going to happen. We need to build the squad. I've said this 1,000 times.
I want to know where the relative stats are that they dominated us.
Boys, you know what? I don't understand this, right? If you look at history and you look at what it's taken, it took Klopp 5 years. It took Poch 2-3 years to get Spurs competitive. It's taken Arteta 4 years for them to be called title contenders. 4 years. It took Alex Ferguson 4 years. It took any manager that goes in that has a rebuild of philosophy, style of play, squad, it's taken 3-4 years. Why is everyone shitting themselves and talking shit amongst our own fan base after like 14, 15 games? What was everyone's prediction at the start of the season? We're going to finish 8th. We're going to finish 7th.
Well, still, mine's didn't.
I don't understand. Am I the only calm one left in our fan base?
Well, still, mine's didn't change, right? I mean, even here, we agree, but we all don't agree. We sisters agree to disagree. But people say I'm playing it safe. I'm just telling you my expectations was this year to see how we're going to play football. So I seen it tonight. I see it tonight. But I know we're not good enough because of Johnson, right? Kulu is an enigma, right? Sonny, Romero are really, and Madison are really the ones who are really like, all right, any other top 6 club would take in a heartbeat, But Suma has been up and down. So I'm more like, let the process go, come and see how we go. So I'm not going to be disappointed if we don't finish top 4 because my expectations never really changed. I said anything extra, right? Top 4. That is.
Sorry, Mari. Sorry, Klopp did not win anything his first 5 years. Mark, don't lie. Honestly, don't lie because
he's just winding up.
It gets to a point where
even Pep didn't win.
For us to engage with an audience, if you're just going to lie, then I'm not going to put any of your comments up on the screen. If you're honest and you want to debate, I'll put all your comments up. Arteta won an FA Cup. Arteta inherited Unai Emery's team, played 10 men, Chelsea in a final. And from the moment Arteta started spending money and rebuilding, he has won fuck all because a rebuild takes time.
These comments are stupid. Football is totally different now.
We're dealing with idiots. I'm dealing with idiots tonight.
Like, come on. Like, it's different. But like I was saying, my expectations didn't really change. And if it did, it slowly changed because, like I said, I want to see how the process is done. And right now, we're in the process. We're in the middle of the process. The process is how we do the rest of December, and then January, we'll see where we go. I don't know if you guys saw the report of who we're going after.
3 years for Arteta. He joined in November 2019. It's not 3 years. Don't lie. Please, don't be lying. You ask us to be humble, but you've won fuck all under your manager, and you spent 700 million. You be humble.
We
works
will
both
be going
ways.
after targets who are
We can't cherry
24,
pick. We
who are
can't cherry pick.
24
I
and
gotta
under.
go to training, so I'll be back 9 o'clock Eastern time for the THFC Ranch show tonight. So you
See
got
you later,
all you
Will.
Gooners can come back and banter me there. We'll have a good chat.
Well, do you know what then? I might cancel the post-match show and let you do that then.
Yeah, so
that's fine with me.
what
I might
time?
start at
What
8:30 if I get back in time to eat, but I
We're
get back
back
Nine
at
to eat.
o'clock.
362 here.
Well, Maury, sorry. Will, shall I just change what the show I've already done to the time that you want? Then it's already set up for you.
Yeah, and I'll change the thumbnail or whatever, or we can just leave the thumbnail the same. But
Just change the
that'll
time.
work.
Just change the time. What? Let me change it now. What time should I change it to so everyone knows?
Change it for 9 now. I might start at 8:30, but it'll be between 8:30 and 9. It just depends on how much traffic there is on the way home, because I won't get home.
What time is that UK time?
9 o'clock is plus 5. 2 a.m. I think.
2 a.m. Right, I'll put it for 2 a.m. No worries. All right, cool, guys. The post-match show will now be at 2 a.m. UK time. If you're interested. Otherwise, we're going to carry on here chatting amongst ourselves.
I'd love to sit here and banter with you guys, but I really do got to go. So
yeah, go. You
Yep.
go, Will. You go.
All
right, man. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, Maury, man. I've cut you off 3 times. Let Maury speak. Sorry, Maury. Apologies.
No, like I was saying, my expectation never changed. Even on Wednesdays or Thursdays, on every stream I've said, for me, the goal for this season it was finding an identity, finding a philosophy, and right now that's what we are doing. For me, I didn't care if we finished 8th, 7th, or 6th because I know we don't have the talent enough. Right, Johnson, for me, right. I know it's harsh, but he doesn't look like that guy for me. He looks like the guy who trying to find a good analogy. He's just wet behind the ears, man. He's soft, man. He just I don't. It's just Johnson doesn't do it for me. Then Kulu is an enigma, right? There's sometimes he's going to show, and it looks like if he plays in the middle, okay, he's going to do something. But when he's out in the wide, it's not. This team's not good enough. Like I said, last night's show, I trust Ange in the process. I do going forward. The problem is with Levy getting him players. Like today, I saw a report. We're going to get players under the age of 24. Right? We're going to work with the youth. We're going to get someone who's under 24 as center back, left winger, and central midfielder. That's great if you're getting a talent, right, that's under 24. But we're not going to pay for that, right? We're going to go for the Lord Kellys. We're going to go for those who are just not good enough, right? We're going to go for what Johnson, what am I waffling about? What I'm waffling about? We weren't clinical the first half. What's the use of having the ball for 92 minutes or so? And Johnson wasting the ball. You got Hoiberg giving up the ball and stuff. What's the use? I see we play beautiful football, and I'm confident of that. I'm just saying that I'm not disappointed because I know our players are not that good enough. Brennan Johnson is not the guy. Brian Hill is not the guy. Hoiberg, not the guy giving up the ball. Basuma is going through the motion. Trust me, I'm on the Ange train, but we need better players starting from January. And right now, I just made a report of the type of player we're looking for, but under 24. Right? So, are you going to go after the quality under 24 players? Are you going to go after who's under 24? Who's out there now? Who might be available? Center back. Are you going to go after Tasoba? Or are you going to go after under 24 Lord Kelly? Right? We're probably going to go after Lord Kelly. That's the problem. We want to get Lord Kelly and ask Ange to do a miracle and make this guy look good. That's the problem I have with this club. That's the problem I have. Are we truly going to back this guy with quality? Because today, there's no use having the ball 92 minutes. We dominate the ball, but we don't have quality to really break them down. The final third, we were horrible. Plain and simple. That's what I see. I'm using my eyes. Right? The numbers say we dominate the ball. Right? We'll just show it. What's the problem? We don't have enough quality. We only have 3 or 4 players, to be honest, that have that quality. And most of them are injured. Madison's hurt. He's injured. Son, Romero, VDV. But the rest of the guys, still iffy. But you compare the teams above us, Aston Villa, they could be able to rotate. They could be able to rotate Diaby. They started Bailey yesterday and peppered Man City. They started Bailey. They were able to say, you know what? We don't need you to start, McGinn. We don't need you to start Diaby. We'll just put in Bailey. Save him for the Arsenal game. We don't have the luxury to do that. So that's why I'm not disappointed. So I got wound up, but people say, I'm not disappointed in regards of not getting the points or going to the top 4. I'm disappointed in just that our guys can't finish. And then I know, like I said, my expectations has never changed. I said somewhere between 6 and 8. I was closer to 8 as long as we have an identity.
Iggy?
Mate, I listen, I can't say I ain't disappointed. That's not to say that I'm just talking about the match tonight. We was in a situation where we was in advantage. We was winning 1-0 and was in full control of the match. We conceded the equaliser after 52 minutes. Is that 7 minutes into the second half? That means I don't know what happens, but in the second half we don't seem to come out on the right foot. And for all the domination of the game, particularly the first half, and really for quite a bit of the second half, it's disappointing to concede in the manner that we did. The long ball that was played over the top, Romero got bodied by Bowen. The ball bounced twice. He allowed him to come on the inside, and then from there they developed the rebounds. Bowen in and scores the equaliser. They say that when you're winning 1-0, if you cannot get the second, make sure that you defend and do not concede. Essentially. Now, if West Ham score worldy, you're like, okay, fair enough. We tried to keep it tight. We didn't get the second, but we tried to keep it tight at the back. They scored a worldie, nothing you can do. But we gave away a really it was a very fortunate goal. All right, you've conceded a goal. Make sure now you don't go and lose it. Try and get the winner without, at the very minimum, on a bad night, try and get away with it. Try and at least bring home a point. To lose it in the manner that we did with the 2 goals that we conceded, that's disappointing, man. That's disappointing. Another game where we took the lead and we lose the game. That's 3 out of 4 games. Man City, we took the lead again as well, and we ended up in a draw. The other games, we've taken a lead, and so it's something you can't always be taking a lead, man. That's 4 games in a row that we've taken a lead and we haven't come away with the points. We took a point at Man City right at the death, but otherwise it would have been a repetition of this one here. So it's just disappointing to not get a result, to not even come away with a point. The 2 goals, like I said, the manner that we conceded them, I can't sit here and say to you guys I'm not disappointed. I'm disappointed. I understand that the trajectory, I understand that the journey that we're in, long sighted now. I'm looking at long sighted. I understand the journey that we're in. We have got the manager. I do believe that Ange is definitely the manager to go forward with. We have a lot of things to still do in that time. But when you see a match, and now I'm going more recent. When you see a match played out the way it has, to come away with nothing, man, is disappointing. And the fact that it's West Ham as well, doubly disappointing. For me personally, I can't not be disappointed in that. That's it, man. That's my feeling in a nutshell.
I had that feeling. I had that feeling at halftime. I said it's going to be another Aston Villa. It's going to be another Wolves game because
That was the fear. That was the fear, man. We said it.
yeah,
That was for
these
me. That
guys
was the
can't
fear.
dish their dinner. If Sonny's not getting the chances, which Johnson was atrocious. I'm gonna say Johnson has been atrocious. I'm
The
watching the
wide
game.
players tonight was shit.
Yeah,
The wide
I
players
mean, I
tonight
know
were
I'm
poor.
under the weather. I'm watching from my bed, and I'm like, every time Johnson gets the ball, I know it's gonna be wasteful. I mean, we shit on with Charleston, but every time Johnson gets the ball, I'm just like, nothing will happen from it. And then Kulu playing out in the wide, so hesitant, he lets the defense come back. Like I've seen this over because predictable on NBC Sports. They were like, Kulu was predictable. They said today, predictable. If I'm West Ham, I'm like, let these guys, let's just pack the middle, let those guys go out in the wide. Let those guys go out in the wide because they're not going to produce nothing on us. And it's frustrating because West Ham, other than those two mental errors, which is, seems to be our downfall these last 4 or 5 years, right? Individual errors, they do crap. That's if we're disappointed in the loss today, is the fact that West Ham did crap and they still won. They still smashed the grab. But to put things back in perspective, and I'm gonna say this again, and now I'm gonna be a bit more harsh on people, happy clappers or whatsoever. I said this: anything extra, anything above finishing 6th, 7th, or 8th is like cherry on the cake. It's like added benefits, whatever you call it, because this team is not that good enough, especially that front three. It's just not. We will have the attempts, but we will be wasteful because Johnson is not that guy. Not that guy. Brian Hill, we already know, not that guy. Richarlison, not that guy. Kulu, an enigma, right? The only one I trust up front is Sonny, and that's if he gets the chance to be able to get an attempt. Did he have an attempt today, son? I don't even think he had a shot. Wait, did he have 1 or 2 today?
No idea. Can't remember. I don't think so.
I don't even remember.
I don't think so.
Nothing.
I don't even remember. This dude is overreacting. Overreacting about what? Why am I overreacting? I'm just telling you the truth. We've had 3 losses. Like John, are you blind? Did you see the Wolves game? Did you see the Aston Villa game? Like, are you like blind? I'm just telling you the truth. Nonsense. It's a reality. Manchester United is going through a down period. We're level in points. What are you talking about? And you know what?
But Mario, we're going through a down period. Mario, we're going through a down period, though. We're going through a down period as well.
Yeah, I know. If we finish 7th or 8th, it's not a bad thing. See, John, you're the problem. This is not a bad thing because the goal of this season, right? This was a throwaway year. First year of the process is to find our identity, to find an identity. It is not fair to Ange and these players to expect top 4, top 5. 7th or 8th is not nonsense. It can happen. It can happen. But you know what? It's not a bad thing. The thing is, it's just allow the process to happen. Just allow the process to happen. Stop speeding it up. If we get anything above 6, 7, or 8. That's good. That's extra added benefit.
Matt Coppin super chat says we run out of ideas in the second half. We did run out of ideas. You're absolutely right. I just want to have my little bit here. I've saved a couple of messages here that I wanted to go over and just address to everyone. So the first one was here where someone said Spurs haven't spent much less than Arsenal. Arteta has spent £700 million. Ange has not spent over 150. So I don't understand this. Then Don Vito said, when you was winning every game, I didn't hear Levy out. Now you're talking about Levy. This channel has always spoken about Levy.
Always.
This channel and Tottenham on Tour, only two channels who consistently talk about Daniel Levy. So when you say you're talking about Levy, I don't know who "you're" means because that's not us. Iggy, have you got to go, bro?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot, guys. I just didn't want to interrupt your flow, man.
No, go, Iggy, go. I know you got work tomorrow.
Guys, big up, guys, in the chat. Take care, guys, in the panel. Take care, man.
Guys, I've put a link in the chat as well. If you want to jump on, feel free. I'll try and pin it to the chat, actually. Let me just see. Iggy, have a good night, bro. Did I put it in the chat? Let me do it again now. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to put a link in the chat if you want to jump on and have your say.
John, oh, wait. I just want to say one thing to John. John, I saw the match, right? And yes, we scored. But there's been more matches where we do not score because these guys, meaning Johnson, Kulu, right? We're not clinical. We're wasteful, right? We dominate the ball, yes. We get the shots, yes. But most of our guys, are they good enough to be clinical? You have to be clinical. You have to be able to score to be able to win 3 points, to get a result. Look at West Ham. Look at West Ham. They came in. When they got their very few chances, they were clinical. They were able to score 2 goals. I saw the City match.
I just want to finish going through a couple of the comments and then I'll bring in Aravind as well. TJ, you say the only stat that matters is the scoreline. Only if you are competing for something. Spurs are not competing this season. We are rebuilding. Just like when Arteta finished 8th and then the following season he finished 8th and then you bottled top 4 and you finished 5th. It didn't really matter, did it? So we can't have it both ways, TJ. You must be balanced. Ange is all attack. TJ, can you leave the comments up that I'm doing, bro? And then I'll come to your ones. Not TJ, Mari. Ange is all attack. There is no defense. He's all attack. This is nonsense, D-boy, because before we lost Maddison, Van der Ven, Romero, when we got those injuries, Spurs had the second best defense in the league. Second best. So I disagree with you, mate. And tonight, we didn't have a problem defending. We had an individual buck up by Dogie, and West Ham's first goal was like lucky deflection. So I disagree. Jamal says it's simple. It's all about game management. How do you want to manage the game differently? All the best players that we had on the pitch or on the bench all came on. It didn't work. We don't have the squad. Judge someone once he's got the squad. His subs are pathetic. That's because the bench is pathetic. We don't have a good bench, bro. We can't say before the game the bench is weak, and then when we have to use the bench, we're going to say the subs are pathetic. I don't understand. TJ again, can't use the injury excuse. Yes, we can because we've got injuries. Spurs finished 8th last season, 8th. So the starting point was low. We then sold Harry Kane, didn't replace him. So from 8th, we're now what, a 14th place team? We then buy 4 or 5 players. That allows us to become a top 4 team at the start of the season. Now we've lost those players. We've dropped off. So to say injuries is an excuse is naive. And you're just trying to banter me, but you can't do it to me. And you know you can't. Last thing, Murray, last thing. 14 points dropped from a winning position. That's what happens when you lose key players. Tonight, we desperately needed that extra solidity at the back. with Van der Ven. And most importantly, we needed a locksmith. Maddison is that locksmith. We've lost him. Remember what we were like without Maddison for 3-4 years? Once Ericsson left, we replaced him finally, and we've lost him. So we're going to get these games. And I hear your points. I hear what you're saying, but
John, what does clinical means? When you get that chance, you don't waste it. You could only have 2 shots and be 2 for 2 and be clinical. Understand that. West Ham
weren't clinical. That's silly. Then clinical means to take all your chances. They didn't. Don't be silly.
Well, all right. I'm gonna say this. When they had their chance, still, did they execute?
Not all of them, no.
What did they execute enough to be able to get a 2-1 result?
So did they what?
Did they execute enough to get a 2-1 result?
Yeah, because we didn't take ours.
No, we took ours. We were wasteful with ours.
Yeah, we weren't clinical.
Yeah, we were clinical. That's
we
what
didn't create. I don't think either team created any top many clear-cut chances.
I agree with you. West Ham was atrocious, but when they had those very few chances, they scored.
Yeah, but what chances did they have? They had an open goal that we bloody gave them, and then they had the chance where it's deflected off 3 players. It's deflected off 3 players and fallen to Bowden.
No, I understand, but it is the chance. It is a chance they scored.
Do you know we didn't have any chances like that the whole game? We didn't have any one-on-ones with the goalie the whole game. They had 2. We had 0.
They took their chance. They scored. On our 2 individual errors. They took their chance.
Look, at the end of the day, the team that scores the most wins, and if you score more, you deserve to win. I've always said that. I've never, because that's the rules of the game. West Ham tonight deserved to win on the basis they scored the goals and we didn't. In terms of how the game went, no way did they deserve to win, but we know football doesn't work that way. Did Arsenal deserve to beat Luton last night? Of course they fucking didn't. But by the rules of the game, yes, they did, because they scored more. So I'm not bothered by the result. I've told everyone my view on this season. I've accepted what this season is about. But Aravind,
just that you posed a question earlier about there are those who were disappointed. And I tell you the reason why people are disappointed, because some people actually think that we are made for top 4.
Mari, I think Spurs will be in a top 4 race. I think we will be in that race. I'm not saying we'll get it, Mari. I'm not saying we will get top 4. Listen, we're allowed to disagree, yeah? I'm not saying Spurs we're going to get top 4. I'm not saying any of that. But I do think Spurs will be in a top 4 race. Once we get through this period in January, some signings, then the Maddison, the Van der Vens come back, then we will see, because as the season drags on, teams get more tired. They're in Europe, a lot of these teams. We're not. We'll be able to rotate a bit more because we've signed some players. And then a lot of these players you're seeing now come off the bench won't be used. And if they are, they'll be better for it because they've gone through the process a bit now. So for me, Spurs, we're going to go through this rough patch. When we come out of it, I don't know. It might be January, it might be February. When we come out of it, though, we're going to go again. And when we go, we'll put ourselves in that top 4 race. That's what I think is going to happen. Winning the league and FA Cups, forget that. We're not winning stuff this season. We're not ready. We're not. That's my view. And if fans think we should be ready, then you need to go after Daniel Levy, not the manager and the players.
100%. I agree.
Aravind, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, we're debating, we're discussing, we're fighting off the trolls, you know.
I mean, I'm disappointed, but I didn't expect us to lose after how we started. But as for the whole season, where we finished doesn't matter to me, to be really honest. But there's something which I thought Ange could have done. I don't know whether if it would have worked or not. Like what he went for the last game, he could have stuck with Kulusevski to play in the midfield, played Brian Hill in the left and Johnson in the right. I'm not sure it would have been the same result, but at least because I can't accept Kulusevski playing in the wing because he gets the ball a lot of times, but he's a bit confused to what to do in the final third. I mean, Brennan Johnson was also awful today. I still agree with that from the left, but at least he's comfortable at the right hand side. And Gil, as much as he's weak, he's good with his feet. He can find some player in the box, because what I found today was that everyone had the ball, but no one is putting the ball into the box. They don't know how to do it. Is it because it's less games that are being trained? He's still getting the flow of the game. These players are still getting the flow of the game, of the tactics, or they're still not used to it. I mean, there's a lot of questions, because defensively, we didn't lose the game. One was a deflected chance for Bowen, and the second one was a stupidity from Udogi. He could just passed it up front, and we're unnecessarily playing at the back. So few things we need to improve as a team, but that's the only thing which we could have done. And someone to change the game. We don't have players from the midfield who can score goals other than Lo Celso has been doing for the past 2 games. Richarlison, again, a header he could have scored. He should have buried it. Still can't do it up front, and that's I think so. The quality of the squad is average, and that's what is showing up in the table.
Yeah, I mean, do you know, at the end of the day, I think it comes down to expectations. Okay, like someone. Okay, so I was at the Man United Academy, right? I was at the Man United Academy a long time ago, and when I was in the academy, someone was saying to me that happiness is linked to expectations. Okay, and one of the head coaches there said to me that when you go to the beach, right, you have this expectation that it's going to be sunny. You're going to sit in the sun with your sunglasses on. You're going to listen to music, have a drink, check out all the honeys, or maybe the honeys are checking out all the guys. You're going to go for a swim in the sea. So if you go to the beach and it's raining and everyone's dressed up, right? There's no bikinis, there's no swimming trunks. You're going to be unhappy. But why? It's because your expectation has been crushed because you expected something different. Now, if you went to the beach and you looked at the weather and it said it's going to rain today, you're taking a chance. So you're expecting it to rain. But if you go there and it doesn't, you're going to be so happy because that's not what you expected. And this is what it comes down to, right? This is like the psychology of I know this conversation sounds crazy, but these are the kind of conversations that happen in coaching circles because it's about the psychology with a lot of things in football. The expectation amongst Spurs fan base is all over the place. You've got some fans who really thought we were going to win the league. You've got some fans who expect us to get top 4. I guarantee you there are fans who think we can win the FA Cup. There's going to be some fans who think we're going to get top 6. There's some fans who think we're going to finish 8th. It is what it is this season. And there's probably a few fans that think if we keep Ange, we might get relegated, okay? Probably a minority of fans. But no one agrees. There's a lot of different expectations amongst our fan base. Now, whilst you've got all these expectations, you've then got all our rival fans just bantering, you lost again, ha, 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 ha. They all know we're in a process. They all know we've got injuries to key players. They all know our squad is thin. They're not stupid. They watch all the fan channels. They watch all the other channels. They know our situation. But they're not going to admit that because then they can't banter us, right? They just want to banter us. They're not here for educated conversation on the Spurs. That's not, rivals don't come here for an interesting debate about Spurs. They're here to shit on us. Like when we go on their channels, we're there to shit on them. I couldn't care less what goes on Arsenal. I'm just here to shit on you. That's what banter is. But as Spurs fans, if you put that noise to one side, ignore it. Like I couldn't care less what they say. But if they lie, I'll call them out and just set that right because I don't like it when people lie.
I mean, I've heard this.
The expectation, Arvind, what's your expectation, really? Like Mari has said all season long, he doesn't expect anything more than 6th, 7th, 8th. He said that all season long.
My expectation matched for what start we had. It was not top 4, but anywhere between 6th, 7th, and 8th is my expectation. I don't expect us to win anything, but because last season, for last 3 years, what we have been, what team we have had, and you expect us to totally change the philosophy, change the players. I mean, what do you expect match to match to finish where you finished last season? But at least you're implementing something. But I just want to touch up on something. People are saying don't give injury as an excuse, but if Romero and Van de Ven gets injured, we don't have a centre back. Even forget about whether that centre back is good or not. We don't have a natural centre back. We're playing Emerson and Davis, but that's not the same case for Arsenal. That's not the even as much as Newcastle is injured. I mean, Jamal Lascelles and Fabian Schär are not the best defenders for them to challenge, but they at least have something to cover. But we don't have anyone to cover, so I don't. It is a valuable excuse for us to give because we don't have proper players at proper positions. If Udogi gets injured, do we have a left back? No. If Poro gets injured, do we have someone to cover that? No. The only place where we can somewhat competently change our way is the midfield, and even that half of them is injured. So
We don't have anyone on the bench that's better than what started. Nothing. We don't have anyone on the bench that is of the level of the players we've had on the pitch. And by the way, Owen, yes, I did say this, and I will be disappointed. I said tonight, about 10 minutes ago, I expect Spurs to be in the top 4 race. I said that 10 minutes ago. I'm staying consistent. If we don't get in that top 4, I will be disappointed because I expect us to be in that race. Do I think we will get it? I don't know.
but
I'm
again,
not saying
still,
we will, but I'll be disappointed if we don't because I think we are capable. I do think we're capable.
but that still again depends upon what we do in January, right? If we are,
Of course. If we don't buy anyone decent, like 2 or 3 players decent in January, then I will say we're not getting top 4. We won't, and we won't. We'll be lucky to get top 6.
I don't, okay, I all agree with this under 24 players, but let's be, I don't understand Daniel Levy. What's with this Harry Kane money? What's he done with it? He spent 50 million on Brennan Johnson. You're telling me we can't get one more quality player from that? It's absolutely
Arvind,
nonsense.
we can't say we can't really say that now. We're gonna have to wait till January and see what happens. Like the one thing we can't do is go crazy about transfers now. If in January we don't see them, then yeah, absolutely we can because we've needed new signings as soon as we lost players.
I agree with that. We need to wait till January. But look at the defense. This team should be proactive right now and looking at which player to get before the January window starts. A lot of team does that. Van Dijk, I don't know what time he's got, but when they wanted some serious players, they got it up front. And we really need the defense to be sorted. And if something we can do it by the first week or second week of window, we should be proactive. But I'm not seeing anything as of now. Like it's 7th of December, but we need to see what happens in 2 to 3 weeks. We need to get something quickly sorted. We can't wait till the end of the January transfer window. Then it's the same thing again.
No, you're right. You're right. Arvind, you're absolutely right. We need to get the business done early. Alex, still, he's not going to back him. Sorry, I have no. Alex, you know, listen, you must know me. Maybe we've met. I go to all the protests. I'm there throwing those balloons on the pitch saying ENIC out, Levy out. I'm there making noise. I'm there calling out all the other YouTube channels for accepting this bullshit, right? If in January he's not back, we go again with the protest. We go toxic again. We turn the club upside down again. If he doesn't back him, you know my position on this. But we've got to give it a chance and see what they do, because we did have it was a good window in the summer. We need 3-4 windows like that. We've had one, 25% of the way there. We're 25% of the way there. Let's
Keep
see.
it up, 3SS Sports Picks. Thank you. Big up 3SS Sports Picks. Can I read it?
Yeah, go.
Big up. And says, people saying we're playing good football, but we're not showing any real conviction in the way we're playing. 100%. People say we're playing nice stuff, but that's not what I'm about. I want to win. That's 100%. The problem is, right, we got the good football. The question is these players, are they good enough to win, to truly win? Johnson, Kulu, right? Yeah, okay, you played well against Manchester City. I have to see consistency, right? The thing is, we need to put things back into perspective. That we want to win, build a team that is set up to win later on. But there's a lot of factors that go into it, right? Once again, like I said yesterday, And we have the coach, right? We have the philosophy, right? This is what I want to see and where we want to go in winning things. Now it's Levy and the board. Will he get him the players? Will he get him the players? I agree with you, Brian. These are some of the things that we need. We have to see consistency. Do this reacting to a single game.
Sorry,
So John,
when you 1 minute. When you say I have to see consistency, who are you quoting?
I'm talking about Kulu.
No,
Who's
who's John
reacting to-
quoting? No, who is John quoting here? He
He's-
put
he's-
in quotes. I have to see consistency. Who is he quoting? You, someone else,
I think
himself.
he's quoting me because I don't think Ange said that. I think he's quoting me.
Did you
And I was
say I have
talking
to see consistency? Did you say that?
consistency from Kulu because I said that about Kulu.
Oh, right. Okay, makes sense.
So I pose this question to you and Aaron. Maybe I'm going crazy here. Has Kulu been consistent since day one? Has he honestly been consistent, or just been flash in the pans? Someone answer that question.
I mean, few games he has shown flashes up front, but as for the overall 90 minutes for any of the games, he's not been consistent. Like I don't see. I've not seen any game where he's been consistent. Yes, the thing with him is the when he has the ball from our side, he's good at getting the ball to the final third, but that's where today I was really pissed. Like when he gets the ball to the final third, he either passes it to Poro or he doesn't know what to do. That's something which he needs to improve in his game. That's the only thing which he doesn't. Does he adapt to the Premier League for that way of? I don't see that kind of winger where if you look at Salah, you look at Luis Diaz, they take on the player, they run, they know what to do in the final third, but he just stops the play. And there's one play today where the ball was passed to him and all the West Ham players were behind, but he took the touch. He's coming back again. Go forward, drive forward, put the ball in. At least Poro was trying that. Lo Celso was trying that. He was trying to put the ball into the box. No one today was trying to put the ball into the box. And if you're not going to do that, Son is not going to score goals.
I'm saying it. I'll send you a clip of the NBC Sports, John. I'll get your email. What NBC Sports said about Kulu. Kulu is an enigma. Ever since after those first 6 months, right? I agree with Sava about Kulu. You see flashes in the pan of okay, I can see some very wasteful. I've been on streams with Will and stuff where we said, "Man, Kulu, what are you doing?" Today, he on chances that we on a couple of chances, he helped West Ham's defense set up because it becomes so predictable, right? He's slow to process. I'm not saying that today. I said it in previous games. Go look at the previous streams, John. I've been saying that about Kulu. Stell could back me up. So if your question is he not good enough for Tottenham to finish top 4? You know what? I'm gonna say it. We can do better. We can do better than Kulu in January or in the summer. I'm at that point with Kulu. We can do better. We can get someone better than Kulu. Yeah, I'm saying that. He's not untouchable. I'm saying about Kulu. I gotta see more consistency from this guy. Too predictable.
I just want to answer this. I mean, it's good enough for the top 4. We're not here all this. I don't think any of you are discussing about whether a player is good enough for top 4, top 5, top 6. All we want is our team to. What is the end goal for this club, or what is the end goal as for us fans is to how to challenge for the league title, right? Is Kulusevski going to perform for us week in, week out and show consistency like other top wingers in the top of the table to challenge at the top? As of now, I can't see it. He performs 1 week, he performs 1 week good, 1 week he's awful. You can't be like that. Consistency. Why was 2016-17, as much as we not won in the league, at least they were consistent. Dele Alli used to perform every game. Kane used to perform every game. Eriksen, okay, there's 1-2 games a player can be off for the season, but as a whole, you need to be consistent. You can't just pick one game or two game and say he's good or not. We want, if Johnson needs to prove week in, week out, can you prove? Heung-min Son is a top player because for a season, for every season is shown week in, week out. Harry Kane is a top player because he's shown every week in, week out. You can't just say he's performed one game or another game. Every game he needs to perform, or at least overall consistency. And if he can't show that, then I would try to find someone who needs to do that at least.
Yeah, no, I get you, Venturis. I get you, right? The last game against City, Kulu did something, right? He did something. But here's the problem, right? Eventually, when Madison comes back, Madison is out 10. Madison's out 10. So we're talking about Kulu as a winger. We're talking about Kulu as a winger, right? He hasn't been consistent enough, right? We're not talking about Kulu as a cam. Kulu is. Am I wrong? Still, is Kulu going to be our starting cam, or if you tell me Kulu's coming off the bench, a squad player, as our cam, as our central attacking midfielder, then you know what? I have no problem. But if you're telling me that he's going to,
Mari, I think what we're doing is we're looking for a scapegoat, right?
I'm not using him as a scapegoat.
No, I think fans will though. No, I like just reading some of the comments tonight. No one really had a great game in. Do you know what? If I look at this game, West Ham frustrated us a lot with the way they set up. That defensive line, we struggled to break it. So when we got those half chances or those long range shots, you've got to test the goalie. We didn't test the goalie. This is it's similar to what happened against Villa, Wolves, these types of games. Even Luton Town, the first 15, 20 minutes. We don't consistently take chances, or we lack creative spark when Maddison's not on the pitch. Harry Kane used to create everything for us. And then we lost him. Maddison came in, fine. There's the replacement for creativity. We've lost Maddison. There's no real creativity in our team. Now, if Kulu was in the middle, maybe he could have done it, but he was pushed out wide tonight. And Ange's going to get criticism from Spurs fans for doing that. I personally don't like Højbjerg starting games, but when you look at the first half, it was working. The wide areas let us down with their crossing and passing of the ball. But even players like Basuma and Højbjerg and who else played in the midfield today in the middle? Lo Celso. They didn't find any killer passes or any killer through balls to our forward line. So there's just that lack of cutting edge and creativity in the team. And we need to buy players to do that. You know, we do lack it. It's obvious we lack it. Maddison's the only out and out true creative spark that we've got at the moment. Because if you look at the game, right? If you look at the game as a whole, well, that's not true because against Man City, he was our best player on the pitch. So he doesn't live in his own head, dude.
No, well, the second half of the statement is today's game. The commentary on NBC Sports was exactly the same what it was in my head in regards to how many times he allowed West Ham to get back. Many, many times.
Yeah, but I felt the whole team failed to make that forward pass early.
Yeah,
I said when we were doing the commentary, when I was doing the commentary with Will and Iggy, I mentioned it a couple of times. We need to pass the ball forward quicker. Because don't forget, against Man City, it was Kulu that made that pass to Son for the first goal. He played it quick. So Kulu can do it. But I don't think it's about Kulu tonight. I think it's about a lot of players who just...
And
that tempo needed to be quicker.
I don't know what's wrong with Bissouma. He's not playing to the level of what he can play. Against United, against Brentford, I'm not saying that Bissouma is he lost confidence, or I don't know what's wrong with him. He doesn't look like the same player.
That's a great question. We don't know. That's the honest answer. It could be a number of things with Bissouma. Kulu on the right. See, if you look at the stats from today's game, right? Let me just take down this comment. Right. If you look at the stats from today's game, possession, we absolutely outclassed West Ham. Total shots, more than double. On target, more than them. Off target, more than them, which isn't good. Blocked, we had 6 blocked shots. Passing accuracy, we were brilliant. Anything over 88% is brilliant. 91.5% passing accuracy. Corners, double theirs. Tackles, more than that. We played well, guys. Spurs played very well. The problem is that creativity. The creativity with those stats, it's not there. And that's why we need to buy those players. We need to bring them in.
Villa, Wolves, the same thing.
It doesn't matter what tactic Ange plays. It doesn't matter what setup he puts us in. It doesn't matter what substitutions he makes. Brian Hill comes on. No creativity. Richarlison came on. Gave us nothing. Richarlison, can I say, we would have gone 2-1 up.
Yeah.
If Richarlison scores that header.
It was easy chance.
2-1 up if he scores that header.
Easy chance.
Right? So we need to talk about these things because these are the fine margins. But what everyone's going to do tonight is Ange's substitution, Ange's game management, Ange. What about that shit £65 million signing Richarlison who can't even hit the target from 6 yards out? That's not the first time he's done it. He's done that many times this season. He consistently misses those basic efforts. We go 2-1 up, it's a different game, but of course we don't. Because we've got donkeys up front. Yeah. And these are the things that
West Ham scored soon after he missed that header.
We need to build a squad, guys. That's all it is. We need to build a squad.
We need to. But we need to build a quality squad.
This team will only improve when the day when we sell Emerson Royal, Richarlison, Eric Dyer, Ben Davis. All these players need to be upgraded. If squad, then you can somewhat judge Ange. But as of now, it's very unfair on him.
I don't want the Lord Kellys coming into our squad. Right? I want quality. I'm not saying that we go after Barella or Guardiola, type of a signing. I'm not saying that. But if we could get, like look at Villa. Villa was able to get Diaby.
Yeah.
To get like quality player, for a fair price. If we could go after play now, January, it's tough. It's tough to get people in January. But I'm talking about going on to the future, summer transfer window, getting quality. Not Ange, Conte, Mourinho, doing miracle with this person.
But we say January is hard, but Bentancur, Pedro Porro, you can still get few players in the January transfer window if you scout well and you actually do some serious research on a player. You can actually do it. You can actually get one or two players. It's not a hard thing. It's what the club is, and it's all on the board and the scouting department to get the players he wants.
I just want to quickly answer the disabled team. Big up channel members. But Ange keeps picking Richarlison still, so he has to take some blame surely for picking him to come off the bench.
He's
the only striker we've got. We don't have another striker. And to be honest, the only other striker we do have is a kid, Veliz. He brought him on as well. So he brought on both striking options. They're not good enough. Maybe Veliz will be good in the future. We like those words, in the future. But until we properly spend that Harry Kane money, that's the first thing Aravind said when he came on the show. Until we properly spend the Harry Kane money on some Harry Kane replacements, we don't have that clinical finisher. And to be fair, Son got no service tonight again.
Yeah,
but I want to give some credit to West Ham as well, guys, because their game plan was to sit back, low block, defend deep, and you know what? They did it really well. They did do it well. They did defend very, very well tonight as well. Let's not pretend that they just turned up and got lucky. They got lucky with their goals, but defensively, that was a proper David Moyes team. That's what Conte used to do, and Mourinho used to do that, and all our fans used to hate it. Remember? So people can say, "Oh, West Ham shut on you." Well, that's what Conte and Mourinho used to do, and used to shit on our managers. So which way do you want it? How do you want this? So,
I just want to touch on a player, right? I know this is a bit off topic, but I mean, a lot of player. I know Brian Hill is not the quality and all that stuff, but I don't know, for some reason we mismanage a lot of players, and one of them, if Paratici thought he's a quality player and are getting him, he comes for Nuno, then he gets sad, then Conte doesn't want him, he goes to Valencia, he comes back, he goes to another team, and then people say he doesn't bulk up, but what is he in our plans or is he not in our plans? Is Ange also keeping for the sake of keeping him? And so I don't understand why do we get youngsters, and some of the youngsters we never planned for them, and we don't give a good path. It's the same for Skip, Brian Hill. I'm not saying they would have been world beaters, but none of the players, they don't have any plan. The same for Alejo Vallis. What's the plan for him? You're getting this player, he's not starting week in and week out. How is his football going to improve? So it's all well and good getting youngsters and say he's the next big thing and all this stuff, but we never planned for anyone. At least Liverpool, Curtis Jones, they thought is a good player. They put him in the squad, and he's playing somewhat decent. They had Harvey Elliott. They at least few players they planned something, but none of the youngsters we have no plan. It's as I'm not saying Brian Hill is some world class player and I need him in the squad, but we sign him these players, we don't plan him, and we tell we are shit, and they are shit. So there needs to be some kind of consistency on the youngsters we buy.
I agree. Listen, guys, we do need to do something about the youngsters. Your spot. Maybe that'll be part of the plan over the next couple of years. Maybe it's not. We're going to find out. All these things we're going to find out. That we'll
You know what made me laugh?
We'll leave you. Sorry.
No, so you know what made me laugh? You're talking about youngsters, right? You know I watched the.
I might have the last say because then I need to wrap it up. Because unless you want to carry on, Murray, do you want to carry on?
Yeah. Not just said just to.
Right, let me say goodnight then, and you lot can carry on with the show. I'm
ready. I need to rest anyway. I need to jump off.
All right. Have your say.
No, I was just gonna say that. You guys know I watched the Argentina League. My team Boca Juniors. This was from yesterday, right? And I think it's a rubbish report, but it says Tottenham are one of several clubs that are engaged in talks regarding the young River Plate trio of Claudio Echeverri, who scored a hat trick against Brazil in the U17 World Cup, Augustin Roberto, and Ian Sibere. We're interested in these three youngsters, and for me, I'm just like, huh. I'm like, if these three guys were smart, if they were smart, mind you, City is interested in Echeverri. I'm like, huh, you're gonna come to Spurs, and you're gonna not get the chance to be able to play. You might want to look at another club. You might want to go to Italy.
Again, we're going to find out. It's all going to come to light in the next month or two. So let's see where we go. Listen, I just want to say a massive big up to everyone who watched the show tonight. Respect to all of you, all the panelists, Iggy, Mari, Aravin for coming on, Will Stewart as well. We had loads of comments tonight. Thank you all for contributing to the chat tonight. I'm just looking for where's all the saved ones, Mari?
What?
The super chats.
Uh,
To anyone who super chatted tonight, Matt Coppin, big up to you, and Donna Cullen. That was it. That was the other one. Thank you to you as well. Big up to you guys. We'll be back tonight. Well, 2 a.m. in the morning, which is about 9 p.m. Eastern American time. Will Stewart will be going live to dissect it all with whoever wants to jump on that show. You're all welcome. And then we'll be back on the weekend for another watch along and another post-match show against Newcastle. That's going to be a crazy one. Listen, if you thought we didn't quite get it right tonight, Newcastle got battered at Everton. They're not coming to us in good form either. So that's going to be one hell of a game. So, yeah. Guys, as always, thank you for watching Tottenham Away. We love you all. Even you gooners who come on here with your lies, you're always welcome. Spurs fans, stay strong. Back the manager. Don't panic. It's just the beginning of the process. Just lower your expectations. Let's just see how the season goes. And then next year, we begin to rise. As long as Levy backs the manager. All right, guys. Anything else, or we're out of here?
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on,
on,
you
Spurs. Come on, Spurs.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.